dear. Alright. Welcome back, guys, to my first stream in a little while. This is a bit new and nerve-wracking. We're going to play a little bit of Final Fantasy. I'm going to start afresh. We're going to use some things that we've learnt in the last 3,000 hours of play. And we're going to make a new character. So I'm over here on Materia. I have a few characters, but I think today we're going to make a new one. So hopefully my voice isn't too soft. Let me know. Welcome in if you're here. And sigh. I know. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just. Oh, I know. I'm just feeling my way. It's been a very long time since I've screened. This is Moon. She belongs to a thing. All right. This is not Moon. Look, I'm not seeing anyone in chat at the moment, so I'm going to say, look, if you were here, I'd be asking you what race you'd like to see me play. But seeing as you're not here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to roll a dice. I've got a D. This looks like a D10. They're both D10s. All right, look, I'm not scruffling around in my dice jar. Oh, no, I have D12 over here. We're going to need that. Ah, here we go. And a D8. Right here. We're good. We got everything except the essential D6. That's right. We'll take the D12. We'll halve it. We'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why I needed my D8. Let's randomly roll. See? Here it is. 1D8. I should have got a little jar. Oh, it says 8. 8. I'm being a bunny? Well, I'll be a bunny. Hello, bunny. Maybe a girl bunny, though. Girl bunny. Alrighty. Let's tick that as race. Rava or Vina? Well, I've got my little handy dandy D8 here. I'm going to roll it again. 1 to 4 is Rava, and 5 to 8 is Vina. Don't ask me to math today, please. 1 to 4, it is a 4. So we're being a Rava. Let us tick that box. We can be a short Rava, average Rava. Let's be a little bit taller than normal Rava. Although, I mean, that does mean the monsters can see us easier in the dungeons. I'm not sure I want to allow that. We'll be fine. Maybe we'll be fine. Huh? So, oh my gosh. So what we're going to do, when I get my brain back into gear, I am having a little bit of trouble here. Alrighty, what we're going to do is we're going to make our Rava. Yes, tick height, otherwise it won't let you do anything else. I'm not playing with her bust, it's fine. We're going to go to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, that D, whatever it is coming in handy again. It is a 4 divided by 2 is 2, so it's a 2. We're going to be this sort of Rava. Let's tick that thing. Oh, skin color. I don't know. I think she's a little bit pale, to be honest. Okay, let's put her somewhere in the middle. Do we have any blue? Blue Ravas? No. All right. You know what? In a minute, I'm just going to random it and get to playing because that's what I want to do. You're going to play. Okay. Tick the bunny. Oh my god. Hairstyles. This game always gets me with its choices. I kind of like that one, to be honest. Though we can turn it so that we can just see what's on the side there. No, maybe not. That's kind of winsome. We could do that. Let's do that. That looks alright. What does it look like from the front? Okay, she looks a bit windswept. Very pale. Let's, oh my god. We could play that. Let's do... No, I don't know. Final Fantasy, you have far too many choices. Although, if you didn't have this many, I'd be whining about the opposite. See, so you can't win. You know what? I actually do like. She's a bit dark on screen, though. We won't be able to see her in the dungeon. I will lose her. We could make her bright, rip-roaring orange. Yellow? No, let's not go too pink today. She says selecting pink. Actually, let's go back to that one, and we're going to stay with that. That'll be fine. Jawline, 1, 2. I've got a D8. Let's just see how that goes. It rolled a 3. Is that a good jawline though? I mean, it's a bit, no. You know what? I like the one she's got. That'll be fine. Eye shape, we have type 1, type 2, type 3. I like type 3. Let's do that. And iris size, small. No, let's go large. There we go. And eye color. Oh, okay. We could give her wolf eyes. That would be fun. I kind of like that. Don't like them too dark. I really like this one though. Maybe. Actually, no, let's go with that. I like the color. Eyebrows. Oh, yeah, eyebrows. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to stick with 3. 3 looks good. Nose. Nope, nose is just fine. We're leaving that thing alone. Mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with that. Let's go with 1. Oh, lipstick. Oh my god. Well, lip color. Kind of need it. That'll do. Oh, ears. I like the big tall ears. We'll stick with those. There we go. They're fluffy. And let's make it even easier for the monsters in the dungeon to see her really long, tall ears. All right, what do we got? Let's just see. You know what? I like her facial features just the way they are. They're fine. We're not going to add anything to that. No tats. No tat colors, therefore required. We're going to leave the face paint alone. She's pretty enough as it is, so we're going to leave the color alone as well. Oh god, the voice. What voice has she got? Oh, that does sound a little bit aggro and frustrated. What's she like when she laughs, though? It'll do. It's not going to drive me completely bat crazy. Okay, I can live with voice 2. Voice 2 is just fine. Do we get to play now? Wait, we have to tick the box. Oh my god, now I have to think of a name. We're not going to save the character appearance. We're fine. Oh, birthdays. How many months are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 10, 11. I thought so. Rolling a d12. D12. We rolled a 4. So in the second umbral moon we were born. 32. Let's roll that d12 again. Basically. Oh gosh. Hey, look, I rolled a 6. What does that even mean? I think it means the third line. And on the third line I have 10 numbers, which means I'm rolling my d10. This one. That's 2. So we're born on the 22nd of the umbral moon. I have no idea how auspicious or inauspicious that is. I hope I picked a lucky birthday for her. What have we got? We have 12 gods. Which one is hers? Number 2. Menfina. Menfina is the keeper of the moon and the goddess of love. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the second moon of the Eorzean calendar. She is a sister of Azema, the divine lover of Oshon, and she is most often depicted as a maid carrying a round skillet. Her symbol is the full moon. Mate, and if you upset her, that round skillet will probably end up right in the middle of your face. Right, let's tick the god. We're good. Okay. Oh, tank, healer, or DPS. Now, this is only my starting class. I tend to play all the classes because they're fun. Let's roll my d12 again. d12 came up with 8. We've got 3, so 1 to 4 is tank. 5 to 8 is healer. Oh god. 9 to 12 is DPS. Right, let's play a healer then. I guess we're going to Gridania. Let's go. Conjurer it is. It's alright. My healing game has improved since I first started playing. Man, it would want to. I have selected Zervan as my starting world. Let's do it. I only have 2 characters over there. They are both Brigaden. And I haven't played them for a while. Oh, I should fix that. What are we calling our bunny? Oh, No, well, we're not calling her Pinky, okay? We could call her Pinky. Mm, we could. We could definitely call her Pinky. I know, it's stuck. I don't know if I want to call her Pinky. No, let's find her. We could just call her Sunset Bunny. Please, no. Please, goodness, no. There is a random name generator, but last time I used that, I came up with this horrible name, so I better not do that. And I've got to be careful what name I choose because I'm stuck with it for a bit, a long bit, if my previous play is anything to go by. Let's make her that. It's probably not a traditional Vieira name for that. I apologize. Mr. Walker Linara, let's confirm that and let's get into the game. Begin a new game? Why would I make it if I'm not going to begin a new game? I am going to find her proper clothes though. Proper clothes are important. Here we go. Oh my goodness. So the important question is, and I'd love to know your opinion on this. There's a lot of words in this game, and I tend to read them out loud. So if we're doing a quest or if there's an NPC chatting and they have no voice, oh my God, how do you walk in that? So if you don't want me to read the words, please let me know in the chat so that I can stop, okay? But I like the story. She needs clothes. Man, why are we sending our buddy into the world like this? Ooh.
Hear, feel, think.
Hey. Oh, wow. Okay, that's much better clothes. We have to get those. Yeah, maybe. We have to maybe get something kind of nicer anyway. Oi! Now, he's got a bit of a Scottish accent, doesn't he? Oh, I can't do it. You're right, lass. You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be the ether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Must be a good bottle. Moogles, look, you're sleeping. I'm going to wake you up. They're cats in disguise, aren't they? They look like cats. Feeling better, Kupo? Aha, you can see us. I had a feeling you could, Kupo. We're Moogles and we live in this wood. I wonder if they ever have deep booming voices. I give them squeaky ones, but maybe I'm wrong. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. The voice isn't quite doing what I want. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Kupo? You little monster. But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. That is such a cute little monster. Oh, there are more of them. I didn't do it. He's like, I must have drunk more than I thought. Gridania's still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Oh, now he's getting an Australian accent, poor beggar. Bremont's the name, and peddling's me trade. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? Oh, I knew it. Go and wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying. I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that attracted you to it? Uh, but what a very good question. You know, stuff. I love this game. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brement's a chatterbox, but he sure as hells ain't no busybody. We all have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that a fact. And that's a fact. Halt! Go no further. What's this then? Oh, ah! I know, we don't like rabbit hunters, do we? No. But what's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixali. For your own safety, you must remain here until. Uh-oh. I thought there was an extra bit in this. Bloody hells. We shall hold them here. Try to break clear. Yeah, I know. Bunny, you and me, we're going hunting. Chicken. That was too bladen close. Nice of the Exile to send us a welcoming party, though, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feather fiends, so just you take care, all right? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? Uh, in this form, yes. Yes, indeed. 'Tis? Well, then let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all Laosia. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, Saying that, since the calamity laid half of it to waste, the destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in and give the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdmen raids have become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient
Let me turn
forest,
it up.
close to the heart of Eorzea.
There you go.
Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania.
I can't rush it, so we have to just bear with it. It's introducing itself.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era.
Whew, good thing I wasn't born in that then. Wait.
However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for keeping me company. You're welcome, mate. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Hey, all right. Will do. You know, I could have called her Red, because her hair's more red
May
than
the
pink.
matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want.
May the matron find the girl
And
some
in her
pants, for
heart,
God's sake.
so serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Well, at least she's not in a cold climate. Yeah, pants. Welcome in, guys. This is the Final Fantasy 14 online. We've just done our intro and we're ready to go with, well, the tutorial quests. Let's go. Does she have a tail? Wow, the watchtowers. You there. Yes, you. Well, no wonder she's got that look on her face. It's like, what? Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. How'd you guess? I'm Bert Tennant, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let's see which you are. Let us see which you are. Okay. Let's go. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry. This is going to get a little bit slow as I set up, okay? Ready? Select a control scheme. Mouse and keyboard. Oh boy. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. Okay, so I'm right clicking and moving my mouse up and down. This will work really well. Let's do that. We are. When you're ready, proceed. Speak to Bertrand. Okay, there are a few things that I want to do before we get moving. So we're going to just close this window. We're going to close this play guide. And I don't have near enough junk on my screen, so we're going to fix that. Let me just move my big buff head over here, and I'm going to shrink it a little bit because It's going to get in the way of more important things like story. Rightio, that's that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go escape. On the keyboard this is. I don't know how you guys do it on controllers, so you're going to have to translate it for yourselves. We get the system menu come up. What the first thing I want to play with is the HUD layout. Actually, no, the first thing I want to play with is the character configuration. Let's just jump into character configuration, because look at this. There's not enough junk up here either. Okay, character configuration. All joking aside, we are currently in control settings. Under control settings, I want to go down to cutscene skipping because I've discovered when I'm in a dungeon and I've seen the cutscene once, I don't want to see it again, and I don't want to hold up the group before it jumps into the next fight by having to turn the cutscene off real quick. So I skip the playback of previously viewed scenario cutscenes. I skip the playback of previously viewed transportation cutscenes, like when you grab a chocobo and go for a ride. I skip the playback of housing cutscenes. So when you go to a new housing area, I tend to skip that too. My camera controls, you know what? I leave all of this stuff alone because I don't want to break anything I can't fix. Story of my life. I don't play with mods either for the exact same reason. And in this game, I don't play with them because they're against the terms of service. So, but my main reason is if I stick a mod in and the game updates and the mod breaks and I can't play my game, I will be a very sad bunny. Quest progress. I'm going to actually leave these settings live. If it gets a bit bothersome, we'll turn them off. But that's pretty much all I do. This is under general, cutscene skipping. That's what I change under there. Auto takeoff on jump. Yes, let's do that. We're going to apply that. Those changes are saved. Target. Look, my auto targeter kills me a lot if I'm not careful, but I'm used to it trying to do that now. So we're actually going to leave all the target settings alone. Filters, target filter settings. We're going to leave those alone as well. The next most important tab we want is character. So we go into character. For the moment, I'm displaying headgear. We're going to leave it on just for a minute. Ooh, manually adjust visor. I like the idea of that. Okay. Alright, so the one thing we want to change here are battle effect settings. If you show all of your battle effect settings, when you get into a fight, you're not going to be able to see anything. There are going to be flashes and bangs and swirly colors, and you're like, was that flash of orange from my friend or from the monster that's about to destroy me? So we're not going to do that. I'm going to show limited. The reason I choose limited instead of none for myself is when I am fishing, if I don't show any settings, I don't know when the fish is bit or how hard the bite is. So I show limited. Party. I'm actually going to leave that on show limited. It's a little bit crowded on the fight screen, but it does mean that I can see where the healer puts their stuff. And PvP opponents and others, like the monsters you're fighting, I'm going to leave those visible because I like to see when the monster is about to smush me. Okay, so that I can try not to get smushed. I'm going to leave all of this alone. That's pretty much all I change in this window. Just the settings, show limited. And if you're not fishing and you know you're not going for a while, you can go to show none. But I'm going to leave show limited on because I'm old and I forget. All right, be nice. All right, I'm not playing with the mouse. The next thing I go in and change is my character configuration. I drop down to the item settings. No, I don't remove it. What are you doing? Right, there we go. And I go to the inventory interface and I open all the boxes. So when here, look. Normal inventory interface looks like this, and you have to switch between tabs. Okay. Open expanded inventory interface. We'll apply it, and I'll show you. Looks like this. Okay. I don't like that. I still have to switch windows, and it bothers me. We're going to go open all, so I can see all of my inventory at once, and it looks, well, I suppose I should apply it first. Apply. It looks like this, and it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how I like to have my inventory. So I put open all. Retainer inventory interface I put on expanded. At the moment I have all new obtained items in the armory chest and all new crafted items in my inventory. If that bothers me, I'll change it. You just need to set this up how you do it. I'm not doing it the way, I'm doing it the way I like it. You need to set yours up the way you like it. Just sometimes it helps. I leave all of these alone. Alrighty, then I apply all of those changes. We go down to here to UI settings. UI is your user interface. It's the whole screen thing, the little bits and bobs you see poking around here. And what we do is I look at general. There's a couple of things I change in here. No, there's nothing I change in that tab. HUD. Heads up display. HUD. I tend to leave most of this alone. There's only one thing I want to change here. So up in this top right-hand corner, apologies, dyslexic. Up in the top right-hand corner, we have a clock. At the moment, it just shows what time it is where I am. And yes, it really is 5:23 a.m. And yes, I really have been up for over half an hour. So I'm going to put E for Aussie time, and I'm going to tick server time. I don't know why I want the server time up there. It just feels like it's a whole thing, and I get a better picture of stuff. Don't ask me why. All right, so all of that is that. Clock type, we're defaulting to the language setting. My language setting is English, so my screen is English. I hope that's not a problem for you guys. It would be a problem for me if it wasn't English, because there's a few languages I'm not really good at. Actually, most of them I'm not good at, but some of them I struggle in more than others. Anyway, let's go. Display enmity list and progress bar, display focus target. We'll get to those in just a minute. Crystalline conflict. I don't play with that because I haven't played a lot of it, so I don't know what I should and shouldn't mess with. That's pretty much how I leave it, so I apply that. Now I'm trying to think of what I've missed. So I've got the controls, the heads up. I don't think I play. Name settings. At the moment, everyone's names are being displayed. Because I like to kind of talk to people when they're around, even if they can't hear me. And I like them to have a name instead of "Hey bunny girl over there" or "Cat boy" or "Cat girl" or whatever. Hotbar settings I don't play with. Actually, I do play with the hotbar. We're about to do that in a big way in a minute. Ooh, this looks like it's kind of useful. And okay, so the first thing I do is I usually like to see my hotbars, but I don't do it in this window. And there's a reason for that. Rightio, so this is my character configuration is done. Now we're going to hit escape again, and we're going to go to HUD layout, heads up display layout. Grab this thing. Okay, now this is why I didn't do it in the other window, because all of these bars are invisible. If I escape, you can't see this entire schmozzle on your screen. The screen is beautiful and it is clear. Not for long. We can fix that. Okay. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is move my experience bar down. And then I'm going to move my parameter bar down. I got very excited the other day when I discovered. So this is your cross hotbar. Things inside your cross hotbar. Let's not play with that. I might just make it a little bit bigger. Can I do that? No, I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I can. You go into settings. I'm going to turn that thing up to 110%. That'll do. Rightio. And we're going to go save. Okay. We're going to grab hotbar 1. And we're going to drag it. Just move my crossbar above my parameter bar. Okay. Now you're being a menace. Hotbar 1. Come back here. I'm going to grab hotbar 1 so it's on top and I can grab it. And we're going to drag it right down to the bottom of the cross hotbar. The cross hotbar, it does not mean it's angry. I think it just has something to do with the fact you can put your controls in here. It goes across classes. We're going to grab... I know, I messed it up. We're going to grab hotbar 2. If you don't play with your cross hotbar, you can just grab these things and drag them. And we're going to sit that down there. We're going to grab hotbar 3. Actually, let me just make sure I can see hotbar 2. Yes, it's ticked. Alright, I'm going to grab hotbar 3 and drag it down. And we're going to go into settings. We're going to make sure we can see it. We can't. We've got a tick box. Make sure it's long and thin. And then we save it. We're going to grab hotbar 4. Now, even though I stick hotbar 4 in the cross hotbar, last time I experimented with this, it did not change between classes. We are going to make it visible though, because I like to stick junk in it. So we're going to grab that. We're going to go save. Right. Now, let me just grab this thing out of the way. The pet hotbar comes over here. We'll change it in a minute. Hotbar 5 is going to be over here. Hotbar 6 is going to be over here. Hotbar 7 is going to be over here. Hotbar 8 is going to be over here. And 9 and 10 and the enmity list. is going to be further down because it kind of gets, oh no, it's going to be above the hotbars when I fix them. Okay, let's go. So, hotbar 5. I don't like the way it's configured. Well, I do like it, but it's not handy for me. So we're going to configure it this way. We're going to make it visible. We're going to go save. Hotbar 5 is where I like to put things like my Chocobo and, actually not anymore, I've changed that. And my my emotes, so I can see them and they're easy to grab hold of. Let's grab hotbar 6. We're going to do the same thing with that. We're going to make it visible. We're going to make it a 6x2 configuration. We're going to drag it. Well, it won't let us drag it till we save it. So we save it and we drag it down above hotbar 5. Our pet hotbar, which is our next hotbar, I'm not going to make it visible, okay? I'm just going to settings. I am going to change the way it looks. It becomes visible when the pet becomes visible. So we just save that, move that thing down here. This is what I do every character that I make. I fiddle with this stuff first. And now I can play across characters because it's easier. Duty action, I'm just going to stick that over here. Progress bar, I'm going to stick that up here. Enmity list, right. Okay, let's get over here. These are the important ones anyway. Well, to start with, hotbar 7, 6x2, save. Hotbar 8, settings, visible, 6x2, save. Hotbar 9, hotbar 9, thank you. Settings, visible, 6x2, save. It's a full playthrough. You guys get to see all the boring bits. You're welcome. 6x2 and save. And then we're going to drag them all down here. Where's my head? Yeah. See, so it's above my head, which is pretty good. I'm going to shuffle that way. I need hotbar, 8. Come here. Oh, look, it doesn't matter. We'll just grab this, pop that down here. And make sure our enmity list is visible. It comes in handy later on because you want to make sure if you're a tank, you want to make sure things are mad at you. If you're a DPS or a healer, you want to make sure things are mad at the tank. It's the tank's job to have things mad at them. You've got to let them do that. So if you can see something is madder at you than at the tank, you've got to run up to the tank and say, here, have this, it's exciting. And the tank usually goes, come here, and takes it off you. A good tank does anyway. Scenario guide, what's that thing? New game guide. I'm going to leave that underneath it because that actually belongs there. Status info on enhancements, I like to stick that up there. Status info on enfeeblements. You know what? I normally have it about here. Status info other, because that's your food and your other bits and bobs. We'll stick that up there. Focus target bar, I have no idea what that does still. Server info, we're going to wriggle that stuff up there. Minimap, we're going to wriggle that stuff over here. I love my minimap. Duty list, I'm going to haul it up here. Alliance list 1, I'm actually going to bring that up a little bit. I don't often use it, but I like to be able to see it. Notices, I like to see them too, but if I move them out of that corner, then I forget where they are and I don't answer them. Okay, I have my guild. We'll stick my guild down here. It's probably 0 at the moment. Main menu. I'm just going to bring that above my guild, and my inventory grid I'm going to bring down. Are we there yet? Duty gauge. I like to have that stuff over here. Alrighty, target bar. I like it to be centered. Puts me off when it's not. Just grab that stuff and move it up. Grab this stuff and move it up. And then we're going to save. And I'm going to hope that I've remembered how I like things, otherwise we're going to be back here fiddling. Alright, now when you look at the screen, you can see all of the boxes. The pet box goes here, we can't see it, that's okay. And actually that's going to bother me, so I'm going to just fix that again. HUD, we only want to mess, we're going to move the pet bar up. We're going to move the duty action up. And we're going to leave the duty gauge wherever it is. I'm just going to grab my hotbar so it's level with this because it's eyeball appeasing something, I don't know. Anyway, here you go. All fixed. Boom. Now everything is okie dokie. We got it. I am so sorry that took so long, but that is kind of how I set my bar up. Let's go have a quick chit chat. To Bertinon, initiating quest. Now I'll be reading this. If you guys don't like me reading these kinds of things, please let me know in the chat so that I know to stop. All right. Initiating quests. Non-player characters, NPCs. Offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. Right-click the mark to bring up the quest menu. If you are playing on console, that instruction will be different, but there are a lot of console players that you can watch. I am playing keyboard and mouse because I like it. And I don't have a console, which makes it hard to play it that way. Retinol, right click. Accepting quests. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Click on the Accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your list of current duties. The one exception we'll make to reading this out is when we first hit Sestasha, we're going to get a whole bunch of pop-ups. I'm not reading them out. You will need to read those on your own because when we first go into Sestasha, we're going to be with a group of other players and they do not want to sit there waiting for me to finish reading out the boxes. So I'm not going to do that to them, okay? All right, coming to Gridania. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Hey, let's go! Accept that thing. Another green adventurer, I presume? I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Oh, okay, well check and test me then. Let's go. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carleen Canopy. That's where the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Carleen Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mune within, and she will take you in hand. In hand? Right. Well, let's go. Quest accepted. You have begun a quest. I sure have. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. The duty list is this little list over here. If you remember when we were in our HUD's layout, I didn't read that, I'm sorry. If you're in your HUD layout over here, you see this thing up here called duty list. And basically, if you don't want to see it there, then this is the box that you move. Rightio, let's go. I did. The active help entry duty list has been added to the category of active help entry, of course. Okay, down here, the last little bit of setup that I didn't do, and I apologize, is this. Play guide. I tend to remove it. It takes up space. All the things to do with movement. I grab my teleport. It usually lives here. I grab my return button. It usually lives here. And I grab my sprint button, which, contrary to everything else, lives just above my number 9 because it used to live on my 9. This bar up here has no hotkeys assigned to it, which means that I can't quick key in and out. All right, now we've got that out of the way, let's get going. We're going to go find Mother Mune. I'm excited to be playing this from the start again, and it's not my first new character. Okay, the active help entry, collecting rewards, has been added under the category quests. When you complete a quest by right-clicking the NPC with a checkmark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards from items and guild experience points. Yes, it will. Let's go. She's such a serious Amazon. Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wondering young adventurer come to put your name down at the guild, I assume? Welcome. Mune's my name, or Mother Mune as most call me, and the Carleen Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honour of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well in our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Galaean Empire to the north. And that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years passed. Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon Delamud, and rained fire down upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. Scarcely a square mile of the Twelves would have spared the devastation, yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I'm well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm. And yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to recall their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Pray, do not feel daunted by the deeds of the legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you can assist the people of Granite, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. Hey, no problems. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scrawl your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you used your real name. There is a special place in the 7th hell for those who use amusing aliases. Oh, wow, lady. Yikes. Mistwalker Lunara, And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania Nation. Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals and the bounty of the Twelveswood. The guild expects great things from you. Oh, right. No pressure. Oh, look at what just arrived. Another God's damned adventurer. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very selves that Gridania needs. The elder Seedseer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Uh-oh. Of course not, lest you forget it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? Mate, what did I do? It's the ears, right? You don't like the ears. You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th hell. Buddy, I'd like to see you... Okay, not right now, I wouldn't. Give me a few episodes, we'll be right. Then I'll come visit. And not for tea and cookies. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the Twelveswood of late, you see, and the wood whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalogue of exemplary deeds and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Handful of years of exemplary deeds. Fine, I can do that. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Pardon me. Now then, you may depend on Old Mother Mune to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Oh dear. Here we go. Coming to Gridania. 400 XP, 103 gil. Let's complete that task. Is that my first gil? Yes, look at that. This concludes the introductory game tutorial, but there are lots of little mini tutorials along the way, and that's the other thing I like. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mune, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Here we go, level 3 already, Mother Mune. Oh, sorry, main scenario quests. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called main scenario quests. These quests are easily distinguishable from the others by their unique icon, the little ball of fire. Miss them and you might get burnt. No, that's not true. Quests using this icon, that's the little exclamation mark in blue with it's gold on blue with the plus sign. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks that are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. So they're opportunity knocks quests. Oh, right. Scenario Guide. The Scenario Guide is a HUD element that indicates the next available quest in the main scenario. It also displays the next available quest for your currently equipped job or class. Okay, so you find these things up in your top left-hand corner. So you have next main scenario quest, just in case you missed it. And then you have close to home, which is our next thing, which I think Mother Mune will have. If we hover over the mini-map here, you can see that that adventure is indeed close to home because it pops up with the thing. Okay, so use your mini-map to see the names of quests. All right, we also know that our job quest, in our next job quest, in our very first job quest, is the Way of the Conjurer. So we're going to be using that as well. Yes, let's get cracking. Close to home, Mune, proprietress of the Carline Canopy, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Ha, we can do that. You know what else we're going to do? Every task we find. Because I want to level fast. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need do is touch the surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. Excuse me. My voice is getting creaky. So I may have to not read everything as we go. We'll find out. For your second task, you're to visit the Conjurers Guild. There's no better place to learn the arts of conjury. Speak with Medell and she'll explain the benefits of joining the guild. And for your final task, visit the markets at the heart of our Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons, armor, and all the various items that an adventurer might need on her travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Passemontre and listen well to his counsel. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have your tasks, Miss Walker. May Nofika guide your path. I think I got her names back to front. Oh, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I am certain they'll be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of the moment. I also suggest that you lend an ear to the smith here in the canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Batman, he knows you're watching. And he wishes you'd put more clothes on, because that's going to get you killed when you're adventuring. Alrighty, main menu. Main menu grants quick access to most of the game's main features. For example, selecting character under character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently equipped gear. Selecting journal under duty displays a list of current and completed quests and lev quests. If you wish to customize the game's settings, we just went through that, so I won't read that one out to you because we did this. Game progress is saved automatically, so there's no in-game save or load functions. It's strongly recommended you end each playing session by selecting log out or exit game from the system menu in order to prevent data from being lost or corrupted. Okay, sanctuaries. A crescent moon. Okay, I know why we're not seeing it, because my little HUD display is over it. It's actually underneath that number 5. A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your experience bar. Oh no, over here. I thought it was over here. Down here, very bottom, where my little mouse is going nuts. Whenever you enter a sanctuary, while in this special area, you'll accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue even if you are. Will continue to grow even if you're offline. All experience earned through battle crafting and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%, so make sure you rest. Your current rested bonus is displayed on the top of your experience bar. The dark orange bar shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. Oh, that's what that thing means. All right. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Inns in cities, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning potential, make it a habit to always log out in one of these. There you go. Do I have any food on me? No, what is that? I know what that is. Alright, navigation. If you press M on your keyboard, there you go, you get a map. Let me just move that thing because I like to have it right in my face. I also like to have it a good deal bigger. There we go. Alright. Pressing M on your keyboard or selecting the mini-map or selecting map under travel from the main menu in the lower right corner of your screen will bring up an area map. If a quest objective is located in that area, it will be indicated with a special icon. So as you can see, we have a bunch of quests. These ones we can't do. That's a level 60 quest. That's a level 1 quest. Sorry, no, we're after this one. Level 1, so you want to be a carpenter. That won't unlock until we have done our level 10 quests for our main job. Ditto with all of these other red ones. You'll notice too that this is like a little plus sign on it, so it's an opportunity to unlock things. This is a whole new class. These little ones here though, these are quests we can do. And we are going to do those just to maximize our XP at the start. The location of quest objectives can also be confirmed by clicking on the objective in the duty list. Alright, this one isn't immediately obvious. I'm just going to drag this. Actually, we'll get rid of it. Okay, over here on your duty list, you see that your whole quest is listed, like with all of the objectives and with the title. If you click on the title, you'll open up your journal and you'll be able to read the full quest description. That's the orange bit. If you click on any of the blue bits, like this one, attune yourself to the Aetheryte, it will show you on the map. It'll pull up the map and it'll show you. And that little thing will flash. Okay? So you can see where you're at. So this is blue is for maps, orange is for quest name. If you're doing this one, it will only bring up the map. Okay? If you do this one, it'll also only bring up the map. So if you want to see what the description is in your journal, click on the orange, or just go J if you're doing keyboard. J will bring up your journal. Or you can go into, oh my god, I've forgotten where it is already. Okay, duty, journal. And it tells you what your quick key is at the end. Okay? All simple. Timers are control U. We don't have to worry about these yet, but I'll show you anyway because we're going to get to know them well. Individual tasks that you can do and a state task. There, we are such a long way off housing at the moment, so don't worry about that. Okay, looks like it's very quiet. Zurvan, I think, if I remember correctly, is one of the least populated servers here. Now, if I don't talk a lot, please forgive me. My voice is starting to get a little bit cranky, so that's okay. Alrighty, Bernadette. Let's have a quick chit chat with her. Bernadette is searching for adventurers eager to prove their mettle. Newly come to Gridania, are you? In search of fame and fortune, perhaps? If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Shanstaloop of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the Twelveswood have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I'm certain that your offer of aid would be well received. Alright, quest 1. Let's go over this way. Tap on the aetherite. This is important. If you see one of these in the town you've just come to, go straight to it and attune to it, because if you don't, you'll be upset. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Mioun's instructions. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nicaea of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the aetherite. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. As these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with the aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. Alright, one of the things a lot of people miss when they first start is that aetherites have a couple of functions. It has a function that you might want to be aware of. In a main city, an aetherite, you tune to it, you can learn the return spell, yeah. In the main city, an aetherite, if we right click on it, brings us up a menu. And the very top entry is Ethernet. When I first started playing, I used to run to the nearest little aetherite, little Ethernet shard, and then use that. But you don't have to. And it took me about 300 hours of play before I figured it out. So for free, here you go. Click on Ethernet, and there is your Ethernet. Okay, you arrive at the big aetherite. You can jump straight into the city's Ethernet, and it's really handy to be able to do. Alrighty. They were going to tell us about home, so if we right click on that again, we can set it as our home point. If we die, this is where we'll come back to because it's our home point. What's the other thing I want to remember about it? Yeah, if you want to visit another world server, you can do that from here as well. I haven't really used these bottom two though. Oh, register security token predestination. I need a security token though, don't I? Yes. I have no idea what I just did. Oh, we're learning. Alrighty. Yes, 3,000 hours of play, and there are still aspects of this game that I don't know. It drives me crazy. Now, there are, over here, this is going to be a very inefficient way to do it, but there are over here quests, and we're going to pick them all up. So we're going to talk to Idel. Preserving the past, Idel is looking for an adventurer to deliver a forgotten item. Ah, an adventurer, precisely what we needed. Not a moment ago, we dispatched our newest recruit, Artur, to inspect Miketo's amphitheatre. Regrettably, the young hero has more spirit than sense, and he charged off without his tools. Suffice it to say, he won't be getting any work done. Would you be so kind as to deliver them to him? Wonderful. Seek out Luhelic in the acorn orchard behind the atrium. He should have Artur's tools. He should, right? I hope he does. Let's go. Now, the acorn orchard. Hit your map. Every area has smaller areas with red pins in them. Okay? If you want to fully map an area and gain the achievement for it, make sure you visit the little red pins. I don't know what those are though. Oh. Fragaga's gift, red autogate, Ashen. Yeah, okay, we've got this. Now, as much as I've played 3,500 hours, no, 2,500 hours in Final Fantasy. Sorry, 3.5 is for another game. There's still a lot of it that I haven't explored. So we're going to be exploring a fair bit of it. I hope you don't mind. We are going to talk to the Helic. Adele sent you. Give me a moment. Here they are, still fresh and unused as the day he got them. No doubt I doubt he's even realised he left the bloody things behind. First day and he forgets his tools. Daft sod needs a kick up the... Right. Hey, nice to know even elves have language. Let's talk to Nicolio. Looks like an interesting quest. For friendship, Nicolio needs the assistance of a kind adventurer. I know all about adventurers. You'll do anything for a reward, won't you? Not anything, but anyway. Well then, I want you to make Ornilly laugh. She's no good with strangers, so first you should introduce yourself politely, with a bow. Alright, you'll notice when he was talking, that word bow was in orange. This is about using emotes. And I'm actually probably not going to, I'll walk you through it. So you highlight the target, then select social from the main menu, and then emotes, you can do it that way. You select the emote from the list, and then you select bow, and then you do it. You can do it that way if you want. Emotes, items, and user macros can also be set to your hotbars. Don't ask me how to do that, I don't know. I don't use mods, but I don't use macros either. And I know they're two different things because macros are allowed and mods aren't. Something. Ornilly. Huh. Right. Left click on Ornilly if you want. I've already right clicked on her so she talked to me, but make sure that the speech bubble is gone or it won't work. Have a look at your quest for friendship so you'll know hear it. And then see how it says /bow. If you don't want to go into your emotes menu, you can just go enter, which will put you into the chat box over here. And then you go /BOW, enter. You bow courteously to Ornilly. So you don't have to have the emote on your hotbar, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. You can do it this way. Hi! Alright, go speak to Nicolio. That seemed to work, but she still looks sad. Try sharing the joy in your heart with her. That'll prove how nice you are. Oh, you gotta love this kid. He really cares for his friend. She just doesn't talk to you again. Left click doesn't bring up the speech bubble, by the way. Joy. There you go. Is that the best you can do, Misty? You're odd. Nick, I don't know if she likes that. Oh, I think she's starting to like you. Good. Now that you've broken the ice, I bet that if you surprise her and just start dancing, she'll laugh her head off. Okay. I'll see how I go. Left click. Dance. You're a really good dancer, miss. That looked like fun. Maybe I should try it sometime. No worries, Ornilly. We've got this. You, me, we're good. I suppose I should go back and collect my reward. Nicolio, how you doing? Thank you. You're pretty good at this. Ornilly lost her father 5 years ago during all the fighting. She hasn't laughed much since then. So I wanted to... I mean, we're all worried about a lot of the younglings have been following me around lately and... you wouldn't understand. Anyway, thanks for the help. You're welcome, young man. Ooh, coin. Hey, that wasn't your pocket money because I should give that back. I mean, I'm broke, but still. Alrighty, now we can go this way. Actually, let's go this way. I don't normally do it this way, so it feels a bit weird. There are 2 ways you can go. If you have a look at your mini-map, you'll see this one leads to a gate, and we don't really want to go there yet. We can knock it off and knock it over and get it done. But let's go this way. Any place you see a line of dots like this, if they're blue, you can go through them and they'll lead you to another area of the map. So if you have a look here, you'll see on the map, we've just come from wherever that red arrow points, and now we know where. I guess while we're in this neck of the woods, well, first things first, let's activate that thing. Nice. Boom. And oops, you now have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Ethernet shards. Ethernet. Tuning with the shard has granted you access to this city-state's Ethernet. The Ethernet can be used for quick intra-city travel, which not inter, intra. Inter between cities, intra within a city. Between and within. So within this city, if we unlock all of those shards, we can zippity-doo our way all around the map. Which I kind of like, actually. That'll be good. Okay. Ah, look. Medell, hi. You seek the secrets of conjury, adventurer, then search no longer, for you have found your way to the Conjurer's Guild. Is it at Miriam's request that you have come? Then allow me to provide you with an overview of what it is to be a conjurer. Conjury is the art of healing and purification. Its practitioners harness the power of nature that they might bring about change in the form of spells. Primitive magic, such as that wrought by the individuals known as mages, meaning those with the ability to manipulate ether, has existed since the dawn of time. It was not until some 5 centuries ago that conjury emerged from this shapeless agglomeration of spells and charms, an event which led to the founding of Gridania. In those dark days, the elementals would not suffer man's presence in the Twelveswood, forcing our forebears to make their homes beneath the earth in the great subterranean city of Gelmora. But their desire to settle in the Twelveswood continued to burn fiercely time and again. They sought to curry the elementals' favor. Unlike men and other creatures bound in temples of flesh, the elementals are beings of pure ether. Recognizing this, the mages of Eld reasoned that their talent for etheric manipulation might allow them to commune with these theretofore enigmatic entities. It took 5 long decades, but our forebears finally succeeded. Their reward? The elementals' permission to dwell in the Twelveswood. So it was that the nation of Gridania was born. Since that time, the elementals have taught us to live as one with nature, speaking to all Gridanians through the hearers, those mages who are able to commune with them. And for their intimacy with the elementals, the hearers would go on to attain greater mastery over the forces of nature. Thus did they conceive the art of conjury. Pardon me. I hope this has helped you gain a greater understanding of the Conjurer's Guild. Should you wish to delve further into the mysteries of conjury, then I urge you to consider joining our ranks. I can begin your initiation whenever you desire. Call upon me when you're ready to take the first step. All right, let's talk to her again. Way of the Conjurer. Let's go. Is your mind made up? Are you ready to join the Conjurer's Guild? I certainly am. Medell wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Conjurer's Guild. That is well. I shall introduce you to our guildmaster, Brother Isumiyan. Brother Isumiyan presides over the Conjurer's Guild even as he serves the nation as a healer. You will find him in the meditation area within. Go to him and make known your desire to join the guild. Very well, but first I'm going to talk to Breya, who looks like she might need some help. Essential oil. Breya is busy with preparations for the coming ceremony and needs an adventurer to bring her scarlet oil. Might you perchance be comfortable around Balkin? If so, I have an urgent need of your assistance. You see, I was preparing for the forthcoming auguries when I found to my great embarrassment that we lacked the requisite quantity of scarlet oil. If it's not too much to ask, I'd be most grateful if you could resupply us in time for the ceremony. Scarlet oil can be harvested from ladybugs, such as those found near the bannock. 6 of the vialkins should yield the necessary amount. Pray return to me as soon as you have it. I can do that. Brother Isumiyan. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to become a conjurer of Stillglade fame. I'm Brother Isumiyan, master of this guild. Before you are formally accepted into our ranks, I would impart to you the principles of conjury. Pray, attend me well. Conjury is an arcane art that takes life and the living for its domain. Its primary purpose is the salving of hurts and the granting of protection. Adventurers such as yourself often stand upon the front lines of battle. Owing to this, you are like to find yourself in many situations wherein a capacity for healing would be advantageous. Mind you, there is more to conjury than that. By harnessing the power of earth, wind, and water, conjurers are also capable of weaving spells that wreak havoc. In terms of sheer destructive power, conjuring may pale in comparison to thaumaturgy, but its capacity to defend one against aggression more than compensates for this relative shortcoming. In mastering healing and purification, not only will you be able to mend wounds and purge afflictions, you'll also be able to breathe life back into the fallen. More than simply healers, yet not true dealers of destruction, conjurers realize their full potential when they employ their powers in support of others. This my dear adventurer, is what it means to be one of us. Mayhap that was too much to grasp upon a single hearing, but worry not, for the meaning of my words will become clear to you in due time. You will come to understand that conjury is not the sole province of the conjurer. Should you wish to walk our path, I must needs ask that you solemnly vow to embrace nature, to heed the will of the elementals and the 12s would alike. Can you make this vow? Yes, I vow to embrace nature. What's your point, man? I knew your answer ere your lips had parted, yet I am no less pleased to hear it. By the power vested in me, I hereby name you a member of the Conjurer's Guild. And so to work. Listen well now, for I would assign you your first task as a conjurer of Stillglade fame. Just beyond the city gates you will encounter squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars. I would have you slay 3 of each. Lest you wonder how I can so coolly order the taking of life, know that things are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and I may add through no fault of their own, these creatures have become a burden to the 12's wood, a burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the forest, and by employing your powers in so doing, you will come to learn something of your art. Go now, Mistwalker, and perform your first task in the name of the elementals. All right, let's go get it done. Okay, how are we going? Alrighty, we are going to head on this way. I know, just heading on out. I want to maybe hit level 10 if I can before I finish up today, so we'll see how long that takes. It should be good. Okay, let's go this way. So we've been... Just hit New Gridania, will take us back in here. So we've picked up pretty much all the quests here except for the ones over there. Radio. So we're actually in Old Gridania at the moment. So when you see the name of the other part of the map that the arrow leads to, if it's got a tick or a quest marker on it, it just tells you that you can finish a quest in that area, or that you need to go and follow up a quest in that area. You won't see like the little exclamation marks in here, but you will see the shields that tell you the quest continues there. Alright, the Cheerless Hero, the Joy of Pictomancy. Well, when we're level 80, we'll come back and check that out. You know, in 10 minutes time. No. Oh my goodness. Okay. No. This will lead us to the Yellow Serpent Gate. Alright, we don't need to go there yet. There's no quests. Let's go this way. Oh look, Melaine. Hi. Level 1 quest. The Conjurer Melaine seeks an assistant for her frantically busy student. You there. You are an adventurer, yes? Good. I have a task for you. Take yourself over to the Conjurer's Guild and speak with my student Breya. She has her hands full preparing for the auguries and would likely welcome your assistance. In her excitement at becoming a conjurer, I fear my young disciple is pushing herself beyond the limits of her endurance. Enthusiasm is all well and good, but it would not do to have an initiate collapse from exhaustion. We'll go back to Breya when we head back with the completion of Isumi Yan's task. I like to kind of just make my way slowly through. If I have a look at this map, there's a Ethernet shard over here. There's another one really close, but if we grab this one and then circle back, we can go to this one, and then we can go to this one. Actually, yeah, I suppose we could do it this way. Then we could go up here to this one and do this, grab this quest, and then we could grab the Ethernet shard and go back to here, and then jog down here and grab this last shard. I think that's how we'll do it, just to see how that goes. So it's kind of okay. Where am I? And I'm going into the Botanist's Guild. Radio. You can also use your mouse wheel to make your map bigger and smaller. That kind of helps. Radio. Semiana? I don't know. A botanist named Semiane is hoping that an adventurer will pick up scattered rose hips for her. Stop right there! Not another step! I apologize if I have startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is scattered in rose hips. You see, my seed pouch had grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Unbeknown to myself, I've been scattering azema rosehips all along this road. Oh, good madam, if you would help me gather them, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you. Your kindness is truly a blessing from the elementals. The rosehips should be lying on the road between here and the Great Loam Brewery. Remember to tread lightly, lest you crush them underfoot. Alright, interacting. Some things glow. You'll encounter them. You interact simply by approaching and then right-clicking. So each of the city-states has a quest like this that teaches you how to interact with objects. So approach, right-click. And again. And that's pretty much how we do it. Alright. Man, you guys are quiet today. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were non-existent. Let's go. It's my first stream in a while. Of course you're quiet. Alright, we've picked up all our azema rosehips. We can deliver them back to Semyon, but rather than run all the way back and then have to come back in here to do this, we're going to go this way. You know what we could do? We could just jump over this. I know, and then we could jump over this. And we could talk to Ethelred. Hi Ethelred, how can I help you? Once bitten, twice shy. A botanist named Ethelred needs an adventurer to make a delivery on his behalf. God damn it, another adventurer! You're like flies on muck. Whatever Gridania did to deserve such a plague, I don't know. I suppose times are changing and they keep telling me I should, and perhaps you might be. Oh, God's help me, just take this azema rose to Woldew of Stillglade fame, will you? Well, what are you still standing here there for? Go and deliver the bloody rose. I guess he's finding it hard to talk to a bunny? Okay, but he's a bit gruff. Wow. What we're here for, apart from being yelled at by a grouchy gardener, is we're going to just tap on this Ethernet shard. Oh my god, tappity tap tap tap. Boom, it's done. Let's go. And this is why I have this here. I mean, if it was on 9, I could just hit my 9 or control 9 and that would be easier. But when I get more abilities, I don't want to be in the habit of actually hitting that button to sprint. We are going to deliver this quest to Semyon on the way out. Hi, Semyon. Good, madam. Pray tell me you've recovered all the rosehips and abandoned not one to a traveller's boot? Only mine, ma'am. Here you go. Blessings be upon you. I feared this path would be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight would be wholly objectionable, but azema roses are ill-suited to this location. As a botanist, it's my responsibility to see Gridania's plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. Place for every seed, and every seed in its place, you might say. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me in my time of need. I pray the elementals extend you the same kindness. Alright, complete that. Handing over items. Some items require you to deliver them. I'm going to walk you through that as we come to it. Basically, it's easier to show than to just run the whole thing with my mouth. Yes, that's it. No running my mouth, hopefully. Alright, off to the next Ethernet shard, and I'll show you how to check if there are any remaining once we've done this. Go to here, attune to it, so that's just by right-clicking. It takes a bit of time, and when you're in a hurry to get into the game, it's a pain, but anyway. Right-click on it again, and you'll see that we have 1, 2, 3 that we can't go to because we haven't unlocked them, and the one with the star is the one we're at, so of course we can't travel back to ourselves. That's just the way it is. We have a few quests here. Let's speak to Estain. Hi. Estain, the caretaker of Maketo's amphitheatre, needs an adventurer to help her tidy up. Greetings, traveller. Come to see Maketo's famed amphitheatre, have you? I am Estain, the caretaker of this fine centrepiece of Gridanian culture, and I fear I must needs trouble you for your assistance. You see, it is not only well-meaning women like yourself who are drawn to this place. The sylphs often visit in the dead of night, long after our citizens have gone to bed. We have no particular objection to their presence, and they seem grateful for the accommodation. So much so, in fact, that last night they left us a token of their appreciation, in the form of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Their generosity is more than welcome, of course, but the sheer quantity of the things makes gathering them all something of a chore, and it's not as if I don't have enough to do already. In short, I'd be most grateful for any help you could give me. I can do that. Let's start with this vegetable offering. Wow, they know how to say thank you in style, don't they? Look at that. All right, and this one. Yes, I'm bouncing like a bunny because there's one over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we do need to be about level 15 before we can take part in this particular event. This, let me just show you, I forgot entirely. This is the Hatching Tide event. Okay. And this is our stylish dreamer, and we can't take part because if you hover over it, you will see that's level 15. I'm not sure we're going to get there before this ends, but if we do, we'll come back and we'll take part in that. Until then, let's do our best to level up. Okay. All right, let's have a quick chit chat with a stain. Okay. Well done, friend. Mikado would sing you praise. I may have to stop chatting for a little bit, guys. I am really, my throat's starting to go. Strengthen the soul of it, yeah. Alright. I am going to read it at a pace and so that you guys have time to read it yourselves. Aww. Alrighty. Again, just forgive my my creepiness. My throat is a bit sore. Go to Duimason. I am Millicent. Hear me roar. Duimason has need of an adventure to deliver a message. You there, can you deliver a message? So basically he says, Millicent is stationed outside Atelier Feniel. She's doubtless busy, but I'm past due to be relieved. So please speak to her and tell her that I need a break and choose your words wisely because she's a bit grouchy. Let's also talk to this fellow. Looks like we have a quest to deliver. What? I'm busy right now and would thank you not to bother me. I'm a carpenter of the prestigious oak atrium and I have repairs to... Yes, here are your tools. Oh, where did I put my... Oh gods, I take it you're from the guild too then? And yes. He's really impressed with this amphitheater. It's a survivor of the calamity. And because of the way the adventurers are, he just wants to come and say thank you by working on this amphitheater. So he's blessed his first task was to come here. Anyway, thank you for bringing me my tools. You're new to the oak atrium too, right? Let's both work hard for the good of the guild, eh? Oh, and may the elementals watch over you and keep you safe. It's quite a sweetie. We have dark matter and wind shards. Alright. Oh, we leveled. Yes, we're now level 4 without even leaving, without completing our first job quest and without leaving. Oh my gosh, I might have to get my voice into. Yeah. Looks like I've got a quest to deliver. Oh no, Millicent. Now, normally I'd read. Well, let's see if I can manage it. What's all this about? Duimason says he needs his break. The nerve of that snivelling little shite crying for relief at a time like this. Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since that business with the exile the other day? And sending a bloody unknown venturer to do his bleating, no less. That self-serving sod thinks only of his own woes, rubbing his sore soles while welcoming all manner of guild-grabbing venturers into our holy wood. Useless bloody fool. Makes me blood boil, it does. Oh, it's not you. I should be given a piece of me mind too. You seem a decent enough sort, considering. Still, understand that it's our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. And he wrote, appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate, damn fool that he is. Go on then, and stay out of trouble. And she gives me a potion. 5 potions. Alright, we'll set that up in a minute. Nothing in here. Okay, let's take a quick pause, and what we're going to do is I'm going to actually just grab my inventory over here, click on that, and it'll bring it up here. We want our potions where we can grab them, okay? Just saying, I'm going to put my potion here. I'm actually half tempted to change things around a little bit here, but then I'll run out of space for emotes. That might work, actually, if I put my teleport over here. And so we'll move, I know I'm going to have to do this with every one of my characters now. Teleport, return, potions. I'll put my Chocobo over here as well when we get it. Oh, no, I don't have anything else. When we get food, I'm going to put food in here as well, just because I keep forgetting to use it, and it's worth 3% more in your XP, so it's kind of handy. Okay, what are we doing? Right, we don't need to go there. No, we need to go up here where there's another quest for us. Oh no, we've got this. Oh, Ethernet shard. So I should, after this one, only have 2 to go. So we'll double check that I haven't missed any. Yeah, just lancers and archers. Beautiful. Let's go. Oh no, we've got this. It's kind of cool. Ah, Passemontre. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Passemontre, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant does naught for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasty morsel to curry my favour, then I might reconsider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Mewne's handiwork, and more specifically, her baking. Don't look so surprised, lass. I smelled that eel pile of yours a mile away. Hand it over. Oh, Mewne. Mewne, you have no idea. Actually, I think she has every idea. That flaky crust. Just divine. Very well, I'm a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The aspiring adventurer need look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you'd best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armour. Such goods are the province of the rosewood stalls, directly south of here. You'll be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps and the like. If it's potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the ebony stalls. The shelves there are lavishly stocked by widely travelled Uldan merchants, and I may truly say that I've seen things amongst their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Do you follow me thus far? First step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go, peruse the stalls and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience after all, and I am weary of talking. Man, I know how you feel. Unless you have another eel pie. I should have gotten another one. That'd be funny. Alright, now not only was he the result or part of one quest, but he actually has one of his own. So we'll grab that while we're here. Level 2, Parsemontronomics. The master of the markets, Passemontre, is willing to permit an adventurer to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. Huh! I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity. Very well. If you wish to know more of the markets, I shall give you a practical education free of charge. As master of the markets, I entertain many requests, this order from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings so that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Saint-Giled of the Lancers Guild. There is much and more to be found in these stalls, if you have the dedication to seek it, and the coin to procure it. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as your payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares, so numerous are the debts I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I'm spared a simple task, and you gain a priceless mercantile experience. Why I should rightly charge you for such an opportunity, but don't worry, I'm a man of my word, and terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Saint-Giled, and she may see fit to reward you. Oh, all right. Let's go. I have 435 gil. I'm pretty sure I can't afford pants. Or maybe I can afford pants. Welcome, welcome. At the behest of good Master Passemontre, you say. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, milady? May I take this opportunity to say that it is an honour and a privilege to serve you? Ah, but you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, yes, feel free to take as much as you require. And you will, of course, inform Master Passemontre that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes? Right. Over to Girth Sid. Sorry, lass, we ain't open yet. Oh, want to pass him on trays? Well then, what was it you said you wanted? A bone spearhead? Ah, here she is. Take it and tell that bastard we're square. Right, I'll do that. Away we go. Apothecary, culinarian. Oh, I did go right past him. Her, them, him. The independent tinkerer. You got discerning eyes, miss. The craftsmanship here, truly something, ain't it? Perfect for securing any manner. Pass 'em on tray. Gods, if I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. And there I was, thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take the damn brambleweed rope and bugger off. Wow, thanks, Alaric. Oh, man. I know, Misty doesn't let anything annoy her. I have to say, though, I do wish she'd put pants on. Alrighty, let's go this way. We're going to talk to Sanguled. I think there's another quest in this area. What business have you with me, adventurer? You come upon the bidding of Master Passemontre. I do indeed. Now, when you hand stuff over, let me just close this. We right-click on the person, and then when they finish their spiel, this box will pop up. You can go into here and you can put things across manually, or you can just go right-click, left-click, right-click, left-click, right-click, left-click, hand over. It's a little bit quicker. So soon, I am impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Passemontre is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You would do well to mould yourself in his image if you have any aspirations to be a merchant. Wow, I got stuff. Now, on the map we can see we have an exclamation mark, quarrels with squirrels. Well, that doesn't sound too promising. Let's have a look to Boisselon. Quarrels with squirrels. Boisselon of the Lancers Guild wants a fledgling adventurer to deal with the squirrel problem. Oh, he does he? Ah, a fresh-faced adventurer, the very manner of person I'd wish to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. The infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve for the past several moons, and gnawing away at the support pillars. They have yet to inflict any serious structural damage, thank the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the wood whalers or the gods' quiver, hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who could not dispatch such woodland nuisances is not worthy of the name, not here in Gridania at any rate. And you know what becomes of incapable adventurers? Ah, but perhaps it is best you do not. The squirrels of which I spoke can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it is not. Wow, way to both welcome and threaten a girl. No more quests in this area. No, just a few deliveries to make. We'll get back to them. That looks like it's right up near the Conjurer's Guild. So we'll do our Conjurer quest and come back and finish those. Let's go and unlock this Lancers Guild. I'll get there. Ethernet Shard. Right. I know, right? We've got this. Let's toddle over this way. Oh, what am I doing? There's quicker ways to toddle. We grab this Ethernet shard. We're going to go to New Gridania. This is our last one. If you don't know if you've done it, you can click on it and it will tell you that you are not attuned to the Ethernet destination. So we're going to go over to Gridania Plaza, click on that. So you can use the list or just click on it and it'll tell you. No can do. You know Ken has that shard. We'll come back to the Moogle in a minute. There are 2 events running. We have the Hatching Tide event. Alright, see this person here? They have this thing, Voyager, after their title. Voyager is not, as I used to think, a free company. Voyager indicates a person that has come from an entirely different server. So that person's not from Oceania at all. They could be from America or from Japan or from Europe. And they're just visiting. So that's a Voyager. All right, Ethernet shards. I know. Pardon me if I'm telling you stuff you already know. I'm just assuming. Oh, here we go. You've attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Gridania. The Blue Badger Gate, the Yellow Serpent Gate, and the Airship Landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Woohoo! Let's go! My bad. You have to wait for all these access things to come up. When they finish, then you're able to move again. Until then, you're in cutscene freeziness. Alright, paralysis. There you are. Chance de Loop. Let's deliver this quest. Bernadette sent you to me. Huh. Well, inexperienced or not, if you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridania, you were right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? I sure do, mate. Very good. Chance de Loop has a mission for me. Now I have 2 quests in this area. Population control. Chance de Loop with the God's Quiver is testing adventurers by sending them to slay forest funguars. Ordinarily, the forest funguars that inhabit the Central Shroud are naught more than a nuisance. However, we've received reports that vast clouds of the creature's spores have rendered parts of the Twelves Wood impassable, and ruined crops besides. We periodically cull the funguar population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it ever more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the God's Quiver has more pressing concerns and can ill afford to waste time fighting funguars. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the Central Shroud and exterminate 6 of the pests. Use caution and approach them one at a time, lest your adventuring career be cut disappointingly short. Fine. I think we need to go inside for this one. Course correspondence. Hey, how are you doing, Phoebus? Phoebus of the Archers Guild wishes you to deliver a sealed message to the markets. Ooh. Hail, adventurer. Might you have a moment? I am in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a message to Parnell. You can find her in the Shaded Bower, in the midst of the markets. Why would I not simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I am sure you have observed, the Gridanians have a tendency to be rather, in person. They can be, well, a little on the prickly side. The matter is not urgent. Simply hand over the missive the next time you find yourself in the markets. Please, as a favor from one adventurer to another. Hey, I can do that for Phoebus. Okay, we have done all of these. Let's go and complete our main story quest. It's probably just as quick to go this way. We could also, let me just grab this. This is the only quest right up here, and it's kind of just across this border, so we might just go this way. I don't have any clothes either, but I do now have 546 skill. We can wait for a little bit, because knowing the game well enough now, I can tell you we're about to get some clothes. Alright, Parnell, Retainer Vocate. We'll get to know Parnell a bit better later. Greetings, madam. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? Oh, no, I have a message for you, I'm afraid. What's this? Message from Phoebus, you say? Whatever could it be about? Let me see now. She wants to know about the available stock of potions at the markets. Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less the hiring of a courier. Why could she not ask in person? I sense that adventurers from beyond our borders find Gridanians somewhat difficult to deal with. Really? You sense it? Are we truly so devoid of warmth? We mistrust outsiders. If we mistrust outsiders, it's only because so many of them have brought chaos to the Twelves Wood, and such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten. Yet I suppose we might endeavour to be a little less cold. We certainly might. Let's go. Let's go! Okay, back we go. Now we'll go see Mother Mune. So we're still on level 4. If you have a look, you can see a slightly darker orange bit at the end of our experience bar. And that is how long our well-rested bonus is going to last. Oh, I like it. I didn't know what that meant until I actually stopped to read that box. And all the time I've done that, it's never really registered. All right. Mother Mune. I did it. The conquering hero returns. You have completed my little tasks, I trust. The 3 locations you visited will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It's best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to the woes of the citizenry. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. I am thankful that you are an obliging sort, Mistwalker. It is adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gridania can rely on your aid in its struggles to come. Hopefully. We'll see. Boom. Achievement unlocked. Storyteller 1. Achievements. Congratulations, you've just received your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures in Eorzea. There are achievements for just about everything, from leveling classes and uncovering locations to defeating enemies and earning gil. There are also rewards gained upon attaining certain achievements. Some of these include rare weapons and armor. Others include titles which can be added to your display name to showcase your greatness. You can view requirements for unlocking specific achievements or redeem achievement rewards from the achievements menu in the main menu. Alrighty, what they mean is this is your main menu. Go under character. Right at the bottom you have achievements. Click on achievements. Storyteller, complete 10 unique quests. You have relevant, watch list, current area. No achievements for the current area. Character. We're a disciple of magic. So I got that the magic stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So basically every 10 levels you get an achievement worth 5 points. Well, if you want to know about the rewards that go with achievements, we'll just go back to relevant. And we'll go to achievements with mounts. We go to character. Click on achievements with mounts. No achievements. The magic. General. Okay. Under general, there are some achievements with mounts, and these ones list other achievements you need to achieve in order to get them. So we've got some mount achievements here. Click that one off. Click minions. No achievements. Well, what about? There you go. Commendations. You can get yourself a little chocobo with a chick with a crown. Gear rewards. Oh wow, that I didn't know. I'll just turn off the chocobo chick. There we go. So you can get a crown, which will actually give you some defense value. My goodness. And best gown ever! Level 55. Disciples of Magic. No achievements. War. Sorry, general. In general, there's a few things. Life of Adventure. So you have a few more hats and things you can earn. What is that? A dragon monocle. That looks really cool. Okay, turn that off. Let's go over to miscellaneous rewards. What is that? A Chocobo plumed barding. Oh, that's going to look gorgeous. We have to help other players train their Chocobos. And titles. You get titles. Warmonger, Archmage, Grandmaster of War, and so on and so forth. So that, my friends, is how you get achievements and how some achievements have rewards. Rightio, let's get out of that for the minute. We've been going for nearly 2 hours. Mother Mune to the Bannock. Mune wishes to send an adventurer to the instructor at the Bannock. Mistwalker, have you visited the Bannock in your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by name of Gulfrid, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there is anything you can do to help. Mind you, do not stray far from the path. The 12's Wood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Alright, it did remind me that I hadn't done a couple of things. Now, what were they? Alright, first things first, if you're wondering what these are over here, these are where I put my character jobs. So we're going to see. That's what I didn't do. I set this up. You normally get this set up when you unlock the armory, which is about level 10. I set it up early. So you go into your character. So in keyboard and mouse, you can hit C and your character will come up. You can also go into character and you go down to C for character here. Whoops, I just turned it off. In your list and click on it, brings it up. Alright, let's see if we have earned any gear. We did, we earned a Ring of Freedom, which you will note is not in our inventory. If I go Control I bring up the Armory chest, which you won't know about when you first start playing, because I didn't. This is where, since the Armory system in Final Fantasy XIV allows you to change your class or job by simply changing the weapon or tool in your main hand, it's recommended you always have several sets of gear on hand. However, gear can take up a tremendous amount of space in one's inventory, which is why all adventurers carry an armory chest. All gear purchased, crafted, or found is automatically stored in the chest, leaving your inventory free to fill with other items such as potions, crafting materials, and food. Gear in your armory chest is categorized and sorted by type and can be equipped or discarded directly from the chest interface. The armory chest can be accessed at any time by selecting character from the main menu, followed by armory chest, or pressing Control I, which is how I get into it every time. Alright, so when we made that exchange with the merchant, he gave us a piece of gear. He gave us this ring. So I can go into my armory chest, I can go right click it and equip it, or I can go into recommended gear and it will tell me that I have a better ring to wear in place of this blank space. So I'll go equip and now I have that. Just unequip it for a minute. You will notice these are our stats. We'll just equip that thing again, see which ones change. I think it was determination. Yeah, so determination went up. So gear gives you better stats. We don't have a gear set. We're going to click on this gear set list. We're going to click on this plus sign. We're going to grab the conjurer icon and I'm going to drag it down into here. Because I'm working on it, so it's going to be on my right hand side. I'm going to close my gear set list. Now I have a gear set, so I'm going to just go recommended gear, go cancel. When I change that, it's going to change. Now I have potions, I put them down in here. Rightio, we're good now. Let's go. Where are we going? Oh. Well, I guess we can pick up a few more quests. Celestine. Oh, level 4 quest. Celestine, a world-weary veteran of many adventures, is looking for an inexperienced young soul to make a delivery on her behalf. Hey girl, you seem unoccupied. You know the bannock I trust? Fancy taking a bag of basic provisions over there for me? It's not too heavy. Excuse me guys, let me just mute that. Okay, and we're back. Sorry guys, my throat caught. It's not too heavy, mostly filled with dried meats and other bland rations. It's a straightforward job that I'd do with a smile and spring in my step if I were 10 years younger. Alas, my taste have matured, evolved, advanced to a higher level, you might even say. It's a perfect little task for someone fresh-faced like you. Worry not, you'll receive appropriate compensation upon delivery, which you may keep with my blessings. Alrighty. Let's also go and talk to Tadasosa. A hard nut to crack. What have you done? Tadasosa needs someone to return an iron snaffle he accidentally took from the Treespeak stables. Yeah. What the what? What? That isn't a. I must have mistaken this metal bit for a nut whilst foraging for food in the forest. A spare snaffle misplaced by some sorry soul from Treespeak Staples, I suspect. It was in their vague vicinity that I amassed the majority of my masticable morsels. Well, I've already had a hefty helping of these here nuts, so I won't be walking for a while. Might I trouble you to take this to Treespeak Stables in my stead? Prior to parting, pray speak to Barna Bontemps in the Yellow Serpent Gate. Listen well to his directions, or you're liable to get lost. Alright, that's a little bit out of our way, but we'll do that. The Smith. Do you have anything for me, Mr. Smith? Greetings, I'm one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experience in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experience with other beginning players. Alright. I don't really want to go through all of those today. My voice will not take up the thing. So what I won't do is I won't read those today. I may get back and read them tomorrow. However, in the meantime, we still have something to do. We need to go and murder some squirrels, some ladybugs, some funguars, and that's just for. Let me go J for journal. I'm going to grab my conjurer, way of the conjurer. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put a little tick in the box, and you'll see that it's now at the top, so I can see what I need to do. Because this will only list the first 5 adventures, or the most recent 5. So we're going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of these. I think I can just, yes. Division of labour. So when I do this and I put a little cross in it, it doesn't show up in my list. So I've got a better chance of completing these other ones because I'm not going to go to the Bannock or to Treespeak Stables until I finish my conjure request. So I'll have to remember to come back in and grab those or they won't show. Usually this is my first achievement. I don't normally do that many quests before I leave, but 10 quests we did. Battle. Alright, right click on the target to switch to active and ready auto attack. 2 rotating arrows will appear above the target you're currently attacking. Various actions such as spells, we'll fix those in a minute. In your hotbar, most actions require MP. Yeah. Alright, I don't think we need to go through that one quite as thoroughly. I did forget, however, I'm going to put my healing on my 7. I might be a healer, but we do an awful lot of damage, especially when we're PvEing versus environment. Alright, anything with a little symbol above it like this means that it's part of a quest and we should probably murder it. So I'm going to use, arrow, damage over time, so it's a dot skill. It'll keep hurting it even if I don't fire again. Let's not do that though, because that squirrel's going to make mincemeat out of me otherwise. So this is an instant damage. We'll do that one. So arrow first, squirrel, and we have to wait for this little bar thing to go all the way around before we can attack again, or most of the way around. You'll eventually get a feel for how long that takes. Experience points are self-explanatory. I'll get rid of that one. Binding items. means that the item is bound to your account and you can't sell it to or give it to another player. That's fairly, I think, is my basic understanding. Read that little box when it pops up otherwise. I know I'm not focusing. Let me do that properly. Alright, what's this one called? Stone. Alright. Arrow for dot, damage over time, then stone. Make sure that you're hitting this as close to its point so it just doesn't stop doing damage if you can. Don't misjudge it. Or well, you will misjudge it, but learn to time it, because that way when you're in a dungeon and you're relying on healing as fast as possible, you'll get less action not ready things. You might get a few invalid targets though. So this is where we'll get a goodly portion of our XP. It'll be quicker if I had a hunting log. We'll have a check for that. H. No, I don't have a hunting log yet. It will happen. Just not yet. So I've got to kill about 6 of these for one quest. I had to kill 3 for another. So I only have to kill 6 in total. And when it's done, so we've now done our things. The little numbers disappear from over their head. Okay, the reason you want to pay attention to those timers is if you're healing and you know it's going to take you a little bit of time for your spell to become active again, you don't want to switch off the tank or off whoever you're healing if it's going to take you too long to get back onto them to save them. So just be aware of that when you're healing. It's one of those things. Alright, we've done all our ground squirrel tasks, all of our ladybug tasks, so let's get rid of that one. Okay. Once these are all green ticked, I'm going to turn all those other signs off. We need to find Fungua. Fungua. There's 2 ways you can find things. One is, if you know where they are, you can go to it, which is what I was about to do. The other one is you look on your map, you see the orange circles. If you hover over the orange circles, you can see Way of the Conjurer. You can see we're looking for forest funguas. If you hover over here, you can see population control, and we're still looking for forest funguas. So we know both of these circles will show us the way. If you look in your mini-map, you will see yellow dots. Yellow dots indicate where your targets are that you have for quests. Alrighty, that's how the game works. This way. So damage over time gives you a little bit of extra damage. You can hurt something even when you're not hitting it. So if you want to hit it with something that does more damage, do your damage over time and then go to your other spell, and you'll find that you're doing more damage than you would if you were just using your instant damage one. Okay. So yes, the rock one does more damage, but when I combine it with arrow does a little bit of damage that helps as I'm damaging things. Which is how you get to survive as a conjurer. Haha. Okay, pardon me. So yeah. Coffee Streambot is going to get bounced in there. Stop nagging people, it's rude. Check and see how I can reduce the frequency. Alright, well we've done that. Varna Bontent and Brea. Now what are we going to do? You know what, I was going to go back and turn in my quest, but I'm thinking we might, we're that close to these quests, we might as well go in here and turn in that one as well. Let's go into Jatha Journal. We're going to turn off all of these. So as in so that they're now, they will now show, but that's fine because we're going this way. Down to the Bannock, which is over here. My bad. Go cross country. Follow those arrows. Get lost in the get shot by on the archery range. All right, let's do a couple of things. We're going to pick up this quest from Moralyn. Of course we are. Moralyn, a serpent of the Bannock, is seeking a volunteer to gather materials used in the training of recruits. Oh there, adventurer! If it's work you seek, then look no further. Instructor Morris Dill needs a volunteer to bring him some bog yarzen shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find yarzens in the river south of here. Once you've pried the carapaces from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. Easy peasy. Let's go talk to Sub. Hi, Sub. It's livery, eh? You certain you weren't followed? Maybe. Yes, this is what I requested. Strange. I was expecting someone with rather more experience. I usually balk at such outrageous payments prior to delivery. Honestly, I'm amazed you made it this far. These woods are teeming with Arnolds and other nasties, ready to make a quick meal of the unprepared. I commend your bravery and thank you for your trouble. Here, take the remainder of the fee. I should be very happy to employ your wait. Did you see that? It looked like an Anole. Quickly go before you bring it here and get us all killed. You're not very subtle, lady. All right, so we have 2 kinds of gear. If you have a look at this one, it has a red line, says Disciple of War, means we can't use it, don't pick it. If you go over here, you'll see it says all classes. Now, we're using a magic using class, so all classes is what we're after, unless we find Disciple of Magic. This is money. We can use it to buy stuff, but I'm going to use the hempen tights because I can then go see for character. I can go recommended gear. I can finally get some pants. There we go. But didn't make a lot of difference. But there you go. All right, it does go all the way down, but you can't see it underneath my footwear, which we'll also change as soon as we can. Because fair dinkum, I am running through the forest in what now? What now? I mustn't like my feet very much. All right, let's talk to Tsub again. Idle initiatives. Zub Camazon, a soldier of the Bannock, wants you to track down some initiates that failed to appear for training. Oh dear. Ah, perfect timing. I was just looking for a likely lass to track down some twin adder initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training, exhausted from a month of solid drills, I expect. Considering their current physical state, I rather doubt they've wandered far. Oh, gods, please don't mention wild beasts or blood. They're fine. I'm certain of it. Seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me on the double. Right, let's go turn in this quest. This is Gulfred. Greetings, Mistwalker, Lunara. Mioun sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred. I'm responsible for training our twin adder recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. Twelveswood is much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral era 5 years ago. The power of the elementals wanes and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. The great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, stifling the weak and new sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eyes of an outsider, the Twelveswood is ailing, its once rich variety a fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests and do all that you can. May the elementals bless your endeavours, Mistwalker Lunara. Ooh, boots. Okay, again, don't pick the Disciple of War stuff if you're a conjurer. Pick the all classes stuff. If you are a lancer or an archer, this is good stuff for you. But it's not for conjurers. Alright. See? Recommended gear. Thigh boots. Oh, now we look semi-professional. Woohoo! Let's go. Galfred. Galfred, Chief Instructor at the Bannock, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for future missions. I see you're eager to lend a hand, Mistwalker. That is well, but I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I've established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that, in the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral era, many of the Twelveswood creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without the proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armour to be of sufficient quality, present yourself to me for inspection. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gears of item level 5 or above before returning to speak with Galfred. Alright, so this is our first stop marker in our main scenario questing. We can't go any further in the main scenario till we find the gear. Gear comes with an IL or an item level, which you will find in the top corner of your character thing, and pretty much I've shown you how to find it. To equip an item, you can select it. You select the desired slot. The armory chest corresponding will come up to it, and then you select equip to do that. So I've been doing it the other way. So you go C, you go Control I. Actually, you don't even have to do that. You can just go C. What level are my hands? Click on that. I've got no alternatives for my gear and my hands. What level are my legs? I can click. I can actually change that over, and I can change back to my Viera gear, and then we'll just go back into recommended gear. Say please, that's where the best gear we've got. Update our gear set to reflect it, and so on. We go over to here. Now if we hover over these, it'll tell us what the IL is in the top black bar. So you've got altered thigh boots with a picture, and then you go straight down to the header, and it says item level 5. If you have a look up here, you will see we have a little man standing with 004 on it. If you go into your gear set list, you'll see that you have little man standing with a 4 beside it. So if you're in your gear set list and you want to know which of your character classes has the highest level gear, you just go down the list and you look for the highest number in this column, and then you can select that job and play it if gear is important for whatever it is you want to do next. Sigh. So basically that man wants us to equip our head, our body, our hands, our legs, and our feet with IL5 gear, item level 5. Let's go and see what we can find. Now, I've got a couple of quests that might help us with this. This is why we do quests. Go into J for Journal. If you have a look, you can see the rewards for your quest. This is options. I have to pick one or the other. Conjurer will give me food. This will give me wind shards. They come in handy when you start your crafting. Money. Ooh. This will give me my hands, so we don't have to go buy those. This will give me body, so I don't have to go get those. And this will give me head. Alright, so all of these, just by doing your basic quests, you can get item level 5 gear without spending anything. Passing muster, this will give me item level 5 weapon, but I think we're about to get something else that's the same. Idle initiatives, we get money for that, that's handy. Splitting shells, ooh, okay, we get food. Direct hit rate, vitality, and skill speed means that it is a archer or lancer food. Tree-toed legs, anything with spell speed in it means it's a caster food, or in my case, conjurer food. So we get tree-toed legs, and they get braised papyra. Hey, hang on a minute. Ooh. Okay, that can go, oops. And I don't need to click on that anymore. I'm just making sure the ones that I haven't got a tick beside are at the top. Right, there we go. Right, let's go talk to Slumbering Initiate. Let's click on him. Just a few more minutes, Mother. Huh? Sergeant Camazon? Oh, F droppings. I must be late for training. F droppings. F's are kind of big salamanders. It's kind of funny. So we'll come back to Galfred once we've handed in our basic quests. We're looking in the orange circle is where we're trying to find the sleeping recruits. Wait, there's one over there. Pardon me. Meditating initiate. Can you not see I am attempting to become one with nature? Leave me be, good madam. What? Sergeant Camazon sent you? Matron's teats! I'd better get back before she makes her boot one with my backside. Yeah, you had. Oh, I see Boggausens. That's not a recruit. All right, let's deal with the Boggausens. We need to slay 4 of them. I take a slightly different approach with this to another game where I slay everything in sight for the first bit, but this game I select what I slay, usually only slaying the essential stuff, because doesn't really reward you for going on an absolute slaughterfest. Funnily enough. Alright, let's take this one out, hopefully before it does. Definitely use your dot on this one, your damage over time spell. And then you just want to keep your attack rate up as much as you can. So arrow, and then rock. You can see how long your arrow has to last. Try and get your timing right. I use this timer when it's about here. I hit the button again. That's one. Alright, so if we go turn in all of our quests that we have so far, instead, not the higher level ones, but our level 1 and 1 to 4 quests in New Gridania, we will have all the gear we need to come back out here and make a nuisance of ourselves. So we'll just clear our quest list, and that should be sufficient. We're level 7 already. Three. Let's murder this one. Right. Daydreaming initiate. Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home by the river. Huh? Who are... You say the sergeant's looking for me? How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside, I must make haste. Not thanks for waking me so I don't get into more trouble than I'm already in. Oh dear. Let's head on back. Normally oh, well, it's right next to us. We might actually take that thing on. In a minute. Let's talk to Camazon. The fate system. A fate is discovered nearby. Full active time event. Public quests occur periodically in real time. When you sense a fate, a message will appear on your screen and the location will be displayed on your maps. Type of fate can be identified by its map icon. Mousing over the icon will display the fate title. You will automatically join a fate the moment you cross the event threshold. At this time, the fate and objectives will appear in your duty list. If you're several levels higher than the fate, you will need to level sync in order to take part in it. Right, we'll go join this one in a minute. It's got... Thank you, Mistwalker. All the initiates are now present and accounted for. It's always the same, you know. A handful of recruits invariably lose focus a short while after being assigned to their new unit. The first rush of tension and excitement wears off and the strain from constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always the best solution. I've their morale to think about after all. Still, I might give them a quick blast for good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I'm not afraid to fight. Rightio. The fate has got 11 minutes to run. We should be fine with it. Let's go and hand in our quest to Mariustal. If it's got less time, your quest is not going away. You can come back and finish it. Have you come to train? No, I came to give you these. Huh? Not a new recruit. Not the... Oh, the Yarzan shells I ordered. Well, thank you. So they're teaching them to hit the Yarzans where they're most vulnerable. Now I have food. Roll actions. Oh, okay. Sleep is going up here because it's a menace. Action learned. Roll actions are spells and weapon skills assigned to all classes within a roll. Alright. Via leveling, but they only need to be learnt once, so you can use them. The roll section's been added to actions and traits, so you go into character, you go down to actions and traits. We now have roll, so these are our actions that we've learnt. These are our roll actions that we'll get for all our healers. Traits, these are invisible. We learn them and they just gradually increase without being seen. Duty action 1 and 2. General. and so on and so forth. I'm actually going to put my limit break up here. I rarely use it as a healer, but we'll put it there just in case. It's good practice. And if you're a DPS, that should be on your bar, especially if you're melee DPS. All right, let's go join this fate. So as you see, we're entering the blue circle using our mini map here. We can see this. It says fate joined. It's pretty hard to miss. Because we are level 8, so we're only 4 levels above it, it's automatically joined us. So be aware of that when you're entering areas with fates in, because you may find yourself being attacked by fate targets that you are not ready to handle. So our objective is to fill this little bar up before the timer runs out. And we're going to do that by filling the objective. So some foul sorceress has enchanted the forest's funguars, transforming them into man-eating menaces, which means we have to kill them. And they're not happy with that idea. Where are we going? Over here. So with a fate, I always try and go as fast as I can to get it done. A lot of these fates, they say 14 minutes, but they will finish as soon as you fill that bar. As soon as you fill the objectives, basically. So I'm making sure my arrow is on. And I'm trying very hard to not be in a position where these guys will spawn on top of me, because it can be very difficult. But watching them spawn in and destroying them almost as soon as they can, that's pretty good. The reason we do fates, there's a number of reasons. One of them we won't be able to do yet because we aren't as a member of a free company. But fates are one of your primary ways of earning free company seals. Sorry, grand company seals. Sorry, free company doesn't count. So we won't be able to do this because we're not a member of a grand company. Once we are, we'll get grand company seals. And those are handy to buy gear and materials in the actual grand company. Everyone gets a grand company unless you decide not to advance your main story quest. And I would strongly advise against that. And arrow should take the rest of that out. There we go. As you can see, the other reasons, you get XP, 520 at this level. And you get a little teeny tiny bit of gil. So once a fate is completed, a window detailing your reward will be displayed. Rewards are distributed to all event participants and are based not only on success but on the individual contributions. The more active you are in completing event objectives, the greater your contribution will be deemed. Contribution is indicated by the gold, silver, or bronze medal that appears in your reward window. So if it doesn't count, you won't get a medal. But and you won't get a window, I'm assuming. This is what you're aiming for. You would like to get gold whenever possible because there are certain achievements that require you to get gold in your completions. But whatever you get out of these, you will still get a reward. All right, now let me have a quick look at my map. Right, we can't do this until we get our gear done. We can go back to Old Gridania, which is where the guild is. Oh, this is New Gridania, sorry. We do have a quest to finish here. So let us go back to the... Actually, we have to. Okay, we're going to unlock something early. We're actually really close to another Aetheryte here. Let me just find it on the map. We're going to go down to this Aetheryte down here. We're unattuned to it, but I want to unlock Teleport. And the only way to unlock Teleport is to unlock that Aetheryte. There it is, over there. There's a flash of blue in a tree. Right, so that's where we're going. I'm going to actually use the bridge rather than run across the river with the Yazan. So we could have just followed the road round. Let's hit our sprint to go a little bit faster. Where am I going? Oh yeah, no, we're going all right. We can probably do it quicker this way though. Let's just go back. You can follow the road around, or you can just find the blue thing and run towards it. And I am going to brave the river if I can't find a way across. That's a bridge. This looks promising. Here's a road. There's a bridge. I was lost again. Well, actually, there's no need for the bridge. So yeah. I'm running in the wrong direction again. What's wrong with me? I know. Let me just run around in circles for a minute. Okay, there's Galfred. There's the Aetheryte. Bridge is that way. Let's go through the log. Or rather, let's go up this way. We'll be able to spot the bridge from up here. Yeah, go that way. Jump down there. I know. I should have warned you. I do get very lost. There's my bridge. Let's go around the tree. I swear this is the road I was on a minute ago. No, clearly it wasn't. I'm so lost. Here we are. So, in order to unlock your ability to teleport, you need to actually visit the nearest Aetheryte that's not inside your starting city. So, for Uldar, this is probably Horizon or that one that starts with B. It's not Bent Branch. Okay, there's one on either side. It's Horizon or it's I haven't unlocked it. It won't be on my list. Yeah, it's I know my brain's gone blank and I know the name. By learning the spell Teleport, you're now able to travel instantly between Aetherytes to which you are attuned. Access the teleportation menu by selecting Teleport under Travel from the main menu. Alright. So look at this, we have voyages everywhere. These are guys from the whole other servers that aren't here. And we haven't unlocked that. Right, now that we've unlocked Teleport, let's go to Teleport, and it will tell me I can travel to New Gridania. And I still haven't remembered what the town starting with B is that's in central Thanalan. But you can travel there as well. In Blackbrush. So if you start in Uldar, your two nearest stations are Horizon in the west and Blackbrush in the central. And if you start in Limsa, your nearest one is Somerset Farm. There you go. Okay, now that we're here, we can use our Aetheryte to zippity-doo-dah on down to our Archers Guild, where we're going to turn in a quest. Have we got any gear? Control I for your inventory. You can do it this way if we want, I guess. Looks like we got no new gear. That's okay. I tend not to do it that way. I tend to just go Control C and then update. So Chance de Loup. Well, well, the fledgling adventurer returns, and none the worse for wear by the look of it. Huh, you may be yet of use to this nation. On behalf of Gridania, I thank you. We're not going to choose this. It's a Disciple of War item. We are going to choose a pointy hat. I don't know if I can wear it as a bunny. We're about to find out. Let's go down here. Let us go C for character. Let us go recommended gear. Hempen hat. Equip. And boom. Oh, look, we can wear it. It just hides our ears. Rightio. Now we have level 5 here, so we just need to get our chest wrap and our armlets replaced, and we are going to be good to go adventuring. Let's toddle over to the Ethernet shard. We are going to find out where our next turn-in is. It's obviously in Old Gridania. Looks like we can get something at the Lancers Guild, so we'll click on that. We'll go to the Lancers Guild, and we'll turn in the quests up here. Look, there's another Voyager. I don't think I've seen a local for a while. Boisselon? The squirrels are dealt with then. Very good. I'm pleased to see you have proven yourself useful. What's that? You wonder what happens to adventurers who fail to complete such trifling tasks? Why, such sluggards soon find there's no place for them within the city. And where do they end up after leaving Gridania? Well, you shall hear the truth of that before long. Right, wind shards from him. That's fine. I'd call him cheap, but we need those. Alright, let's see where the next... Go C. M, sorry, for map. Alright, looks like we have one here, and we have 3 here. Let's get this one done first. We go to Makedo's Amphitheatre and we'll just run across the bridge. Otherwise I am going to forget to actually go there. So, right click on that. Go to Makedo's Amphitheatre. You just have to double click if you use the word, single click if you click on the icon in the map. Alright, I'm going to be able to stop explaining things to you guys soon. That's going to be awesome. Some of you will already know it. If you're new to the game, I'm hoping this is helpful. Welcome, by the way. It's always good to have new players. It is not always this quiet, but it can be. Okay, so before we go to the theatre... Is it that way? Nope, it's this way. Barn de Bonton. On an errand for that glutton of a Lalafell. Aye, past this gate and to the west you'll find the Tree Speak stables. If memory serves, that iron snaffle of yours looks like the kind they use in Chocobo bridles. Bodwine would be the fellow to ask about that, of course. He looks after the Chocobos there, you see. It could well be that he has need of that snaffle. It's very tempting to actually go out and do that, isn't it? Let's go do that before we head back and do our Conjurer's skill. Woohoo! Yellow Serpent Gate and mapping the realm North Shroud. Yep, straight down this way. Moon Shadow. I've got a character called Moon Shadow. But they're a bunny. But this is an aura and a boy. And it's in 2 words, not 1. So I'm Mistwalker today. That's good. Bodwine. Where's that damn thing gone this time? Eh? Oh, I ain't looking for a Chocobo, though one of the birds is becoming a proper bloody handful. No, it's the snaffle for her bridle that I'm after. Bugger's gone and vanished, you see. Our snaffles are made special, see, to fit each Chocobo's beak like. So replacing even a tiny snaffle like the one in your... Bugger me! Is that... Aye, it's the self-same one that we lost. Why is it so sticky? And are those teeth marks? Yes. I'm sorry. Stranger, I don't know what foul beast gob you found this in, or what Providence delivered ye, the hero that slew it, to me here today, but you've my deepest thanks. With this here snaffle, I can finally get back to training that yellow-feathered menace of mine. Take this with my thanks. Oh, nice. We get a hempen half-robe. So this is your Disciple of War stuff. This is your Disciple of Magic stuff. All classes. Grab that stuff. Go C. Go recommended gear. Go hempen half-robe. We're going to have that thing. It's not as pretty as what we're wearing. It's probably a jolly sight warmer. And there we go. Save that. Drop that thing down here. Grab Bodwine again because he seems to have a job for us. Jumping at shadows. Bodwine is looking for an adventurer to help with a pest problem. If you got a mind to make yourself useful, why don't you cull some Maitlands for us? We train a lot of Chocobos here, see, and the young uns go wild when they get a sniff of a Maitland. Some even throw their bloomin' riders. Let me tell you, it ain't easy training a Chocobo when she drops you on your head every time she sees a shadow. We've been getting nowhere with the birds lately. If you could rid us of a few Maitlands, we'd be in your debt. Sure thing. Rather not see you dropped on your head by an aggro Chocobo. The nose knows. Vion is searching for an adventurer to deliver an item. If you want for work, I've need of an adventurer willing to dirty her hands. No, I speak not of dark deeds. I mean only to have you deliver something. I myself would not dare venture into the Twelves Wood, but you seem more than capable of defending yourself. My colleague... Excuse me. My colleague Gillian will furnish you with the item in question and provide all the necessary directions. She should be somewhere behind the stables, supervising the field hands. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this, but okay. We'll talk to Gillian and see what she wants. I have a horrible feeling. Behind the stables, you say? Yeah, Gillian. Well, I'll be. Vion actually found someone willing to lend a hand. Grab one of them burlap saps over yonder, drop the crate, yeah, aye. Tain't the most convenient location to be sure. But where else can we store that stinking shite? Nowhere a visiting customer might catch a whiff, that's for sure. Deliver it to Nolanell, down at Blessed Bud. That's west of here, in case you were wondering. Seems our conjurer friend takes his gardening pretty bloomin' seriously. Alright, let's go do it. Oh, this could work out well. Let's grab that. Alright, one burlap sack. And yes, it does work out well. If you have a look on your mini-map, you can see we've got our mission jumping at shadows and a whole bunch of the nose stuff down here and also Nolanell. So we're going to head on that way. Those little arrows, by the way, are actually little arrows. They mean we need to go down the hill. Alright, if I go sideways and hit enough cliffs on the way down, we'll be fine. Mightlings! Let's use arrow. And let's use rock. So arrow is going to continue damaging, like I said, while we hit it with rock. And we're going to do this in every dungeon we're in as well, every time we have a chance to attack. So we're being of some use. Healers in Final Fantasy are expected to also be DPS. So arrow is one way that we can continue to DPS while we're in the middle of healing, because arrow will continue whether or not we supervise it. Just don't arrow the wrong thing or you'll upset your tank. Alright, this is Mightling number 4. And I just went off to Dreamland then. This is Mightling number 5. Is that a volunteer I see? Mightling number 6. Yes, I can count. Alright, Nolanell. You'll notice too that all of these bits have gone away. A fate. Breaking Bud. Troublemaking Oppos. Oh, we're going to go get them as well. Let's just turn in this part of the quest. The odor. Oh, is that what I think it is? Yes, from the stables. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot thank you enough for your kindness. This bounty of Chocobo manure shall nourish the plants and ensure their continued growth. Please relay my sincerest thanks to Vion upon your return to Treespeak Stables, and a word of advice. Wash your hands quickly, lest the cloying stench of feces linger. Thanks, Nolanell. Let's go join this fate. We need to level sync. Now you see we're actually 7 levels above the fate. Let's just make sure we don't have any gear. I just want to not have trees in my face is what I'm doing. Alright, see. Gear. We're at the best gear we've got on us. We're going to level sync. Grab that. Level sync means we've dropped our level to 8, which is the highest level we can be. Don't you jump at me, you little monster. These things throw stuff back, by the way. I do not want to think about what they're throwing, so we're going to just get that done. Let's go. And they will attack you. They're a lot more aggro than the other things we've had. So best to burn them down quickly so they don't gang up on you, because there's nothing worse than having to heal yourself when you want to be hitting stuff. Even if you do have your dot set up, your damage over time. Uh-oh. See, now the other one's got in because we're right near a spawn point. So the idea is just to fill that little bar up, and we're going to get some rewards out of this. You know, I think we can probably handle doing this as well. So we're going to let Arrow work on that one while we finish this one off. And then we're going to just go into this one as well. We're going to do the same for that one. Don't do it to too many though, okay? Right, that one I can finish off. Right, that one we're going to let Arrow finish off. I know, too late. Can we take on 3? Let's try not to die. Go back to the first one. Then burn them down. Go on to the second one. That one's nearly done. Okay, so as you can see, you can get fairly efficient with what you're doing. Am I being chased by something? No, not really. They are threatening me, but they're fine. Alrighty. No, I am going to have to go around the long way. No being lazy. We could heal ourselves. It is driving me a little crackers, but we're okay. Now, it would be very easy for me to completely forget to go back and get my Conjurer training. That would be an extremely bad idea. Alrighty. Welcome back, friend. I gather from the smell that the task is complete. Oh my, did I neglect to inform you of the sack's contents? I cannot apologize enough. That would certainly explain why you agreed to help when countless others turned their noses up at the idea, so to speak. Well, what's done is done. Please accept this for your troubles, along with my thanks. Oh, you forgot, did you? I see. Go back to Bodwine. We're level 9. Good. Thank you for your help. We can finally get back to training the young birds. Tragobos, skittish by nature, see, and training them makes a deal of patience. Don't make the task any easier that soldiers and adventurers tend to ride them towards danger rather than away from it. Any road, we're grateful for the help. Here's a small token of our gratitude. Excellent. What? You have another quest? Make a delivery. We haven't forgotten how you helped us with their Maitlands. Speaking of which, you got a bit of time to spare? Could I trouble you to gather some aphids? You can find them living in the tangled undergrowth near Blessed Bud. But don't be surprised if your presence attracts a starving ladybug or two. They're never fond of wee barking, you see. When we've gathered the aphids, deliver them to Captain Golfrit over at Etat's Spire and tell him Tree Speak Stable sends its regards. Well, there goes my plan of teleporting quietly away and getting my next Conjurer's quest done. But, it does help my plan to get more XP. Alright, let's go for a bit of a jog. I am missing my Chocobo right now. I am also missing flying a lot. But it does you good to come back and actually do things at the beginning again. Well, firstly, because you're better at them. And secondly, because, there it is. Okay, note, if it's purple, you're probably going to get attacked. Just saying. Oh wow, you're right under my feet, aren't you, you little rat? This is where it becomes important to remember to update your gear as soon as you get updated gear, because this kind of thing can become quite difficult. Oh, did I kill it? Right, let's get the aphids. Right, now we're going to go up to Etat's Spire, which is over this way. Go for a run. You're going for a run. Follow the path a little bit, it's a bit easier. I know, I actually... lots of little missions, but lots of opportunities to increase our XP. Like I said, we're at level 9 now. We haven't even left the 12's wood, so we don't want to do that yet. We want a few more skills before we go. Ah, yeah. Okay, go for it. Hi. What's that? You've got something for me? I sure do. Ah, aphids from Bodwine. That is indeed a blessing. What use have we for aphids, you ask? Why, their oil, of course, is not better for maintaining our weapons. Were it not for your timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. I'll have to thank Bodwine personally, and thanks to you as well, my friend. Hey, thank you. I got paid. Goldthroat wishes to enlist the services of an adventurer in a fight against the Exile. Ah, Mistwalker, just a person. Your efforts on behalf of the Tree Speak Stables mark you out as a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft, may you'd agree to help us in our fight against the Exile. According to reports, Ixali's scouts have been sighted by the river due west of here. Though that area is uninhabited, it borders Tree Speak Stables and Blessed Bud. We mean to drive them off before they can threaten our people. If several of their scouting parties were summarily dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. Slay 2 Ixali dull talons, 2 Ixali lost wings, and 2 Ixali slow beaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. Sure, I can do that. And we might as well talk to Paul Lamont. Hey, how you doing? Paul Lamont, a guard at Etat's Spire, seeks a diligent adventurer to scrub clean a pair of begrimed road signs. You've come to lend a hand, have you? Well then, you're welcome to a task from my seemingly never-ending list. I'll need you to head west along the road and scrub down 2 of the marmstones. I swear by Nopika those signs accumulate dirt and grime with almost unnatural haste. Speak with, Kujuwana at Tree Speak Stables once you've seen to them. She'll be glad to hear the marmstones are clean, for the next 3 bells at least. Kujuwana, oh my gosh, Kujuwana really. Oh, that's fantastic. There should be one right here. So we'll grab this thing, brush it down. Sparkles don't usually mean an attack. I'm trying to think of a case where there one did, but I can't. That doesn't mean there isn't one. Alright, I need to also deal with the exile. Let's just deal with the marmstone so I don't forget, and then we'll come back. Because we've got to come back anyway. Might as well. Did I run past it? No. Yes. Dusty marmstone. So a marm is a measurement of a mile. A marmstone, I guess, is a stone measuring a mile. Where am I going? I'm going to murder some exile now, am I? Alrighty, let's go get some of those done. Slowbeak! Here's a wind gust with your name on it. Uh-oh. Ooh, is he a bit tough for me? Oh, I should be shooting him. Wait. Don't stand in the orange, okay? The orange is bad. I'm trying to stay out of the aggro range. You know, which is fine until I shoot them with a wind gust and then they're suddenly like, "Oi, you, Jimmy, get here!" Okay, we're about to get our last dull talon. Whoops, I think I might wander back this way a little bit. Otherwise I'm going to get spawn-ins on me. Alright. Read up here to see what you're targeting. Whiteling, Ixali, Slowbeak. I need one more of those. Let's get that one. And I need a lost wing as well, yeah. Oh, whoops, wrong button. You don't need to refresh your arrow constantly. You just need to remember to shift to rock if you're using it interchangeably. Tab across. I am ignoring him because the wind is going to get him. Ixali lost wing. Ixali lost wing. Let's get that one. Alright, that's done. Now we have a run back to the stables, which are up there, I think. It's not that far. I know, we are going to escape from Gridania, I promise. I'm just going to run up the hill and jump the fence. This would be a hard thing to do, actually, in real life. Kujuana. What's that? You've been cleaning Mom's stones? Why, thank you. With all the chores that need doing around here, I was afraid they would be left to get even filthier. It's not just that they're an eyesore, by the way. In that state, the creatures around here want to lay their eggs on them. And as to why, well, I can only assume their preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we can't have monsters hatching from roadside signs. These paths are dangerous enough as it is. Perhaps a sprinkling of sting brew would keep the beasts away. Alright, level 10. I got the magic stick achievement, and Kujawana has a bright idea for us. Death to the bean thieves. Kujawana at Tree Speak Stables needs someone to slay Opo-Opos and recover property stolen from Hurstmill. Did you hear about the matter of Hurstmill? Apparently Opo-Opos crept into her stores and made off with her Munpai beans. Ordinarily, Opo-Opos wouldn't go near them, what with their foul odor and even fouler taste. But food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the stench. Still, I can't bear to see the matter so dispirited. Would you track down those thieving Opo-Opos and recover the Munpai beans? I'm told 6 bags were taken, all told. The matter is well respected by the women of Hurstmill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Hurstmill lies just north of here. You're like to run into Opo-Opos on the way. With luck, you may even encounter the bean thieves themselves. Right, we're not going to go chasing Opo-Opos because I happen to have a hunting log coming, and I would like to, not have to kill the monsters more than 10 times at least. So we're going to go. We're going to hit return because return will take us home. Oh, I like it there. That's a good spot. Okay, and there was one other thing I forgot during setup. During setup, you go to character, you go to portraits. The portrait feature allows you to use a variety of poses, motions, and framing options to compose the perfect portrait for your character. You may create a different portrait for each gear set to be displayed at the beginning of certain competitive content like Crystalline Conflict PvP matches or Domain Mahjong. Additional information is available in the portrait guide accessible from the portraits window. Right, so this is our portrait. This is what we look like now. No one can see us. When they click on us, they don't get a preview because we haven't created our portrait. So we need to do that. And so what I'm thinking, I know, I do think. So what I'm thinking is we're going to leave it at standing, and we're going to leave it at none, at ether and none. All right, so that portrait is done, but what I'm looking for is not in this window. All right, so the portrait is done. I haven't changed anything, so we know what that looks like. And I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Character. Adventurer plate is, sorry, this is what I should have done. Adventurer plate. People go here to see what you're interested in when you're playing. And to learn a little bit about you. So adventurer plates allow you to share character information on the profile of your own design. Other adventurers' plates can be viewed by accessing subcommands via targeting a character or right-clicking their name on your friend list. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Your adventurer plate cannot be viewed by other players because you have not created it yet. Make your plate public by updating its appearance or settings. Right. So we've edited our portrait. Edit plate design. We really don't have anything we can edit with, I suppose. Healer, I might... Oh, ew, no. I think I just want basic. Basic is good. I mean, we can go circular geometry. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Adventure. Cafe. So it all depends on what sort of look you want to give your adventurer. This one's Gridania's plate. I actually don't mind that. Modern. Let's go back up to the top. We'll just go basic. I like the basic. It's nice and... Although having said that, I might like Gridania more. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do Gridania because that's where I'm from. So we save that. Advanced settings. Oh. Yeah, we're not saving that. Alright, so this is how you can get to do that. Let's not do that. Yes. So edit plate design. What color was it? Oh, I've messed it up. Oh no, wait a minute. I haven't. We'll go back to Gardania. I'll just save that. There we go. Alright, profile. This is the bit where you tell people what you're about. Your current class or job can be just there. If you have a favorite class or job, you can select that. I only have one, so we'll leave that as it is. Favorite title. Do you have any titles? We don't own any titles, so we're not going to do that. When you do get a title, you can put that in there and it will display with your name. Playstyle. Alright, so playstyle. Main scenario. I do duty roulette a lot. I love doing crafting, we'll get to that in a minute, and botany and mining I really enjoy. You can only choose about 5 of these. My sprout tag is already on me, so no one needs to see that again. Making guild, achievements, housing, blamer, group clothes, community events. New adventurer, hardcore, leveling. Let's put leveling in. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so you go confirm, otherwise you won't save your changes. Confirm, then go save, and now you have these on your profile. Alright, and privacy settings. It's available for everyone to see, that's okay. I'm comfortable with that, that's fine. And that's it. I don't think, if we go to profile, I don't think there's a message or anything you can leave in there. I'm going to just leave the time as it is, because I play at odd hours usually anyway, so we'll save that and close it. And we'll close that. Now whenever, okay, if we right click on this lady over here, this Voyager, and right click again, we can see View Adventurer Play. Okay, this is our level 100 dancer. So we can do this for this one here, Makina Shirogane. Right click again, View Adventurer Play, and we can see that this is what she's interested in. She's a Pictomancer. So these are high level characters. I really shouldn't be bothering them. Let's leave them alone. But that is how what other people see or do when they want to see who you are. Let's go over to the Chocobo Keep. It's not a quest per se, but it does let us have a porter, and the porter will let us travel safely. Like, you can hire them and they will just carry you to the next destination. Do not tell me this is your first stop. If we want to hire one at the moment, we can go to Bent Branch Meadows, and that is it. And that's without unlocking the Bent Branch Meadows Chocobo Porter. So each one has a destination they can take you to, regardless of if you've been there or not. So if you want to go to Horizon in Ulda, find the Chocobo Porter. We haven't done this yet. It's probably not worth doing, but let's talk. Okay, a couple of things. This is a Moogle event, a Moogle Treasure Trove event. When you've already done the event, we'll go to Duty in the main menu. You'll see this second tab is Collection. We haven't got that highlighted because we haven't activated it yet. This is our very first Moogle Treasure Trove event with this character. Right click on your itinerant Moogle. The Mog Pandium will prove to be an invaluable resource during the Moogle Treasure Trove. Hoopo! Pore over its contents to find the best ways to get your hands on irregular tomestones, then use that knowledge to fill your packs. And once the weight of your tomestones becomes too much to bear, bring them to me, and I'll give you all sorts of rare and remarkable items. Collection expanded. Mog Pandium. Obtained the Mog Pandium. Would you like to view the tutorial? Let's have a quick look at that. Alright, so this gives me a schedule of what the tutorial is about. Moogle Treasure Trove is a special event held at irregular intervals. Complete objectives during the event to obtain irregular tomestones, which can be traded to itinerant Moogles for a variety of rare items. These guys have itinerant Moogle written above their heads, okay? They're the only Moogles you want to bother for the event. Event schedule. The Moogle Treasure Trove is held for a set duration, which can be viewed from the Mog Pandium. From this menu, select Access Special Site to view a detailed schedule. An icon will appear above itinerant Moogles while the event is underway. So once this event is finished, that Moogle won't have that thing above his head. Irregular tomestones can be obtained by completing objectives during the Moogle Treasure Trove event and can be exchanged for various rewards. The types of regular tomestones available will change each time the event is held. Itinerant Moogles. Speak with itinerant Moogles to exchange irregular tomestones for a variety of items. Itinerant Moogles can be found near the Etherite Plaza in the following locations: Limsa Laminza Lower Decks, New Gradania, and Uldar Steps of Null. So if you don't have a book yet and you need one, you need to go to one of these cities, and look around the Aetheryte Plaza, and you'll find your itinerant Moogle will be nearby. Objectives. The objectives for Moogle Treasure Trove can be confirmed from the Mogpendium. Objectives are divided into the following 4 categories. 1. Standard objectives, which can be completed repeatedly during the event. 2. Weekly objectives, which can be completed once per week during the event and only during the week that they're set for. 3. Mini-Mog challenges, which can be completed once per week during the event. And Ulti-Mog challenges, which can only be completed once per event period. Non-repeatable objectives provide greater quantities of tomestones, so prioritize them to get the items you want. Irregular tomestones will not be awarded when using adventurer squadrons or the duty support system. Irregular tomestones are only available to unrestricted parties if the level sync option is applied. Which reminds me, oh, I don't think I've got access to that yet. So there you go, that's the event in a nutshell. Okay, as you can see, we have not unlocked any of the necessary dungeons, trials, raids, or activities required to take part in this event. We might have to go to Limsa and unlock fishing when we do our level 10 quest. I might do that so we can do a little bit of the event. Weekly objectives. We have not unlocked the dungeon for that. The weekly objective is chosen at random from the standard objectives. So if your weekly objective is different to that of your friends, if they run it with you, they're still going to get points from the standard objectives, so it kind of works. Mini-Mog challenges. Oh look, we haven't unlocked it yet. And Ulti-Mog challenges, we also haven't unlocked this one. So this is our very first Moogle Treasure Trove event. We're a brand spanking new character. We haven't even done our level... Oh, is it level 5 quest now? Let's find out. Way of the Conjurer. We haven't finished our level 1 quest. Oh my goodness, let's go and do that. But we're not eligible to run into any dungeons yet, so we should be pretty good. Oh dear. Alrighty. Oh no, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? M. Central Shroud, we have something in there. North Shroud, we have something in there. Old Gridania is where we want to go. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 quests to complete here. Let's go and do that. We're going to go and use the Ethernet shard over here to go to the Conjurer's Guild so we don't have to run all the way, which is what I was about to do. Oh, goodness me. Ethernet. And Conjurer's Guild. Oh my gosh, I may take a break shortly. I think I've been going for about 3 hours, so it's probably time for me to definitely take a break and maybe come back again next week. But I was hoping to finish the very base part, but because I'm reading it, it's taking longer as well. Welcome, adventurer, to the Conjurer's Guild. Here we commune with the elementals and heed their guidance. Yet I must confess, the elementals did not whisper of your coming. I brought you some Azema Rose. We did indeed request an Azema Rose from Ethelred, but that you should bring it to us in his stead means that something wonderful has happened. Ethelred has long held a grudge against the many adventurers who have passed through Gridania's gates. His beloved flowers are renowned for their beauty, you see, and were once so highly coveted by Uldan collectors that they were picked nigh to extinction by fortune-seeking foreigners. Yet if it is peace we desire, we must learn to look beyond the mistrust born of the past and overcome our prejudice. So has the elder Seetsia taught us, and so do we believe. I doubt it was easy for Ethelred to entrust this Azema Rose to you. When he hears we have received it, he'll come to know that not all outsiders are deserving of scorn. Truly, it was by the will of the elementals that you came to us this day. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. Thank you. Okay, where are we at? Oh, I know, what are we doing? We're going this way. Let's go this way. All the way down here. I know, I enjoyed this. This is good. Freya, hi. Oh, you're back. Have you procured the scarlet oil as I requested? I certainly have, young lady. Here you go. Yes, everything appears to be in order. The ceremony may proceed as planned. I am grateful. To the elementals for delivering you to us. Pray accept this small token of our appreciation. Gloves, we need those. Thank you so much. We'll take the all classes because we can wear those. Yes. We'll very quickly grab our recommended gear, put on our leather light mitts, and look, we have 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. We can continue our main story quest soon-ish. Breya. Yes? Yes, I am Breya, but I'm also awfully Oh, you say Lady Mullane herself asked you to assist me? In that case, I suppose you might lend a hand, especially as mine appear to be shaking, though only very slightly. Not that it's anything to worry about, mere nervous energy. I would be exceedingly grateful if you would take this azame of rose oil and refill the sensors. So what happened just then is we finished one quest and we moved straight onto another quest that involves the same character. My apologies for that. There are 2 that require attention. Please have care not to disturb the conjurers amid their meditations. You must be as quiet and unobtrusive as possible. Key items can be used on targets by first right-clicking on the target, then right-clicking the appropriate icon from the key items window and selecting use. I'm going to show you a slightly easier way to do that. So this is the way they suggest. Right-click, select the item, click use. Okay, and then you'll get this casting symbol up. Alright, the other way to do this, which is quicker, which I have discovered after many hours of play, left click, go over to the quest, Incense and Sensibility, left click, and it's as easy as, you don't have to select. So if you've got 24 quest items in your quest item thing and you can't remember which one you're meant to be using, left click, find the quest you're doing, and then left click on where that item needs to be used. Alrighty, heading on over here to Isumiyan. Welcome back, Mistwalker. The elementals have told me of your success. By placing yourself in the midst of nature and seeing it with a conjurer's eyes, you have taken your first step along the path to enlightenment. Healing, protection, destruction, though our spells vary in function, they all derive their power from the same source, the forces embodied in all creation. By gaining a true understanding of these, a conjurer may call upon them to manipulate his environment, thereby realizing the state of being that he desires. Ah yes, yours is a familiar look, the very picture of confusion. Be not disheartened, for comprehension shall come in due time. For now you must learn to reach out to the forces embodied in each of us. Pray receive of me this hunting log. Within you will find the names of such creatures as would pose a suitable challenge to a conjurer. There is no single path to mastering conjuring, yet should you find yourself needing direction, know that the log is there to guide you. Breathe deep and open your eyes to that which cannot be seen. Feel the myriad life around you and draw upon this boundless reservoir of energy. Take up your cane and use it to lend that energy form. Go forth, my young conjurer, and be at one with the world. Return to me when you have learned to draw upon the forces around you with the selfsame ease you draw upon those within. The next conjurer quest will be available from Isumiyan upon reaching level 5. Well, now that you mention it, we have indeed reached level 5. Hunting log. This is what we needed, okay? The hunting log is a record of your completion of tasks involving the slaying of certain creatures by completing... By completing these tasks, you will earn rewards and unlock new challenges. The log can be accessed via logs found in the main menu or by pressing H on your keyboard. Once the log is open, select a class and difficulty to view the available challenges for that rank. Each challenge is marked with a class name and number, such as Lancer 1. Below that name and number, you will find the target, as well as how many of the target you must defeat. Hovering over the target and name will display one of the areas in which the target can be unlocked. Hovering over the target name. Oh, that's what I've been doing wrong. Targets indicated in your hunting log will have a special icon above their display name, making it easy to locate the creatures. See this little moon? Little half moon with a stripe in it? That's, if you see that, that creature is in your hunting log and you need to murder it in order to complete that entry. So if I go H, the hunting log, I'll bring up hunting log. If I go over here into the main menu, I go across to I go past character, past duty, and I click on logs. The hunting log entry is now active. We want to activate all of these logs eventually. So we click on hunting log and we get the same thing. All right, I just find it easy to go H. Let's bring that over to the middle of the screen so we can see it. Now, when you open your hunting log for the first time, if you just click H, if you are a conjurer, it will open on the conjurer's page. If you are a lancer, it will open on the lancer's page, that's over here, gladiator, gladiator's page, and so forth. If you're a conjurer and you want to see if you need to hunt anything in the area for your lancer class, you click on lancer and it will change over to it. The thing is though, you have to have actually unlocked lancer for the hunting log to show you those entries. The other good thing is, whereas we had to go out and do a quest and then come back and get our hunting log, when we start another job, we're going to just be able to open the hunting log and that entry will be live straight away. So there's no toing and froing for our second job when it comes to the hunting log. So that'll be good. So as you can see, we're going to have to go back and kill little ladybugs, ground squirrels, forest funguas, mitlings, chigos, water sprites, midge swarms, microchews, circuit swarms, northern vultures. That's just for this entry. We need to do this in order to progress in other things. But I am thinking, guys, I have been streaming now for about 3 hours, so I may leave our Mistwalker Lenara right here. And we will continue with both the main story quest now that we have our IL5 gear and our Conjurer training now that we've unlocked it. But until then, take care out there. Have a really good day or week. I'm going to try and come back at least once a week with Final Fantasy XIV. I may play other games in between, but that will be irregular. So on that note, I'm going to go. Take care and have a great day out there. See you later.